What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Shango Ray here. Hold on a second. Let's see if. Where are you at? There you go. All right, ain't nobody here yet. So it says, who knows what? Uh oh, here they are. Here they are. I see them now. What's up, y'all? Hey, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, um, I I want to tell you actually, congratulations. It takes a lot of I heard, I seen, shout out to you. It takes some boldness to do that sometimes, Some people don't. I will say this, I'm not going to judge, beware of the snapback because that usually happens, a lot. I'm not saying it's going to. I'm just saying it does. We all know that. We've all done the snapback and back and snap and back and snap. So yeah. Three heads in the building. And I think I'm gonna need you to click on that like button. And so far, there's rhythm to things, sometimes. So depending on the severity, depending on the kind of relationship, you know, most relationships are some form of a codependent relationship. Even if it's, there's like a scale to things. So it's not surprising to me, but it takes one hell of a motherfucker to actually remain by themselves or like not. Relationships could be used as they're often there are a lot of times a type of crush. I mean a crutch. You know. Dolly Baptiste, what's up? What's up with you, girl? How you doing? Wah 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 wah. So I figure, we hang out Friday. Like I'm not really so much crunching on the time today. So we just gonna let it roll. Whatever the fuck we get into. That's how I look at it. How's everybody doing up on here? I don't expect a huge rush, a lot of times because YouTube be kind of on some bullshit. TV Prophetess Vance, how you doing, Prophetess Vance? Good to see you. How's your Freaky Friday, TV? Sanchez, what's going on, Sanchez? How's y'all's Freaky Friday going thus far? Is it more Friday than Freaky or what? I'm good. What it do? Just we're just gonna chop it up. I figure eventually I know people are gonna want to ask questions. They always ask me if they can ask questions or whatever. So in a couple minutes or whatnot, minutes, whatever. I'm in no rush. Friday is good either way. That's what I say. That's the best place to get the best freakiness from when you have that type of attitude. You know what I'm saying? When you're not like depending on or trying to make it into something. When it's just like, hey, no matter what, it's good. If nothing, it's good. If something, it's good. If it's just fucking explosive, then I guess it's great. You know what I'm saying? But either way, it's good. You know? So what y'all been up to today? How's it going for everybody? Go ahead. Don't be shy, okay? Let it be known. Let it be known how you repping on this Friday. Bawadi the One. I don't believe I didn't recognize that name. Bawadi the One. Shout out to you. Hope your Friday's well. Oh, it's Reem. Y'all with these damn name changes, man. What's behind the Bawadi the One? What the fuck does Bawadi mean anyway? Educate me so I can know another brush up on my Arabic. Nell Salar, what's happening? Salutations, Nell Salar. How are you? I got YouTube Premium. What does that? What does that mean? KL. Is that a? I was gonna say, is that a Masonic symbol? Bedouin. Bedouin. Okay. I'm so glad to hear it, Nell. So glad to hear it. Yeah. Means bent lady of the country. Bent? Like, in other words, she's bent. That's that bent lady of the country. Tribal. I'm kidding with you. Tribal cultural. Okay, I got you. I'm doing good, Nell. Thank you. I'm doing good. I'm actually doing really fantastic. Girl of the country. Okay, all right. I got you. I'm gonna have to get used to this now, though. Now you're the girl in the country. Okay, so I know you as Reem. So I'm gonna have to, keep looking and get used to that new name. You know what I'm saying? So y'all working on anything magically? How have you been? How's everybody? I want to see some comments in here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm trying to see some comments as far as like how have you individually how you have been treating the retrograde? And I gotta say, I got a little funny story. Okay, so I go to download the Zelle app, but for some reason, out of out of nowhere, my Google Play is not working. I cannot look up like any apps right now. And I thought about like, maybe deleting it or something, but I don't want to delete it because I'm like, how am I going to get it back? But I guess I can go back online and redo it, but I may need to do an update, Yeah, and then I don't, as far as just like watching a video or doing something, my phone is like molasses is faster than my phone right now. You can always reinstall. True. Yeah, so I was gonna do that, but I'm like one thing at a time. Let me just, I want to hang out with y'all. I want to like, see what's going on and have some fun. Chop it up. We can talk about whatever the fuck you want. It's Freaky Friday, okay? So Freaky Friday, that's my day. Uh-oh. For some reason, they withheld your comment, TV. I does not know why, but I'm going to obviously let you have that. Let me see. I just been writing it out because I did my shit before it got here. You probably going to have to upgrade your phone. I mean, it's a fucking Galaxy S10. How fast do they want me to go? I don't want a new one. I want to just keep it. On with my... On with my cable co now to speed up my service. It's been lagging too much. Hey, Miss Mackey, how are you? Yeah, I think a lot of I don't know. I don't want to say it's that or whatever. I just don't know. I remember one time in particular, 2015 or 16, during a fucking retrograde, my phone would like, and I had plenty of data for it. It would just do this shit like buffer, like, and literally after the retrograde, my phone was like back to normal. Could never figure that out. Could never figure that out. Of course, I'm anti. I'm anti all that spookism. Trying everyone want to blame retrogrades for every fucking thing. That to me is just ludicrous, But 11 heads in here, 5 have cunniling the like button. Okay, so what's that say about you other 6? You selfish, unreciprocating lovers. Okay, get that tongue, moisten it up. You got to chew some gum. Go ahead. True that, TV. TV says they got to blame something. I agree. Every Most of the people are always looking for a finger. They always got a finger pointed at something except themselves. The Santanist, the Santanist Baptists. Don't look at it. Don't look at. I lick on the way in. There you go. No hands and no ojos, huh? Aha. Satanist. Okay. Yeah, the Satanist Baptist. There you go. That type of shit. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Well, as long as anybody, I mean, because fluky shit can happen at any time. And then if it ain't a retrograde, there's people that like anytime there's some fluky shit, it's like, oh, I must be cursed. Somebody must be throwing at me. Yeah, they throwing at y'all, right? It's like, okay, which is it? Is it the devil? Is it a curse or is it retrograde? Which one is it? Which one you doing? Which one we doing today? And we will be, when we do get to like the card pulls and, if you have any questions or whatever. Oh, gotta say this shit too. It's you and nothing else. See, thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, come on now. How can you not love that? Huh? He's kind of saucy. All right, I'll give it to you. Okay, these are saucy as fuck. All right. Don't get too happy now. All right. Phones start acting up at 2 to 3 year mark. They don't make them to last. Oh, that's true. There's a term for that where they design shit purposely to last for so long. I wish I remembered the name of it, but there's an actual term for that. I have to get a new one every year. Oh my God, y'all sound like crack addicts, man. The wise, the wise fox. My phone starting to act. Are you serious? Oh no. Then there might be no telling also too, as far as like viruses. Viruses are plenty and shit with all this technology shit. I mean, but they be messed up. I always pay cash at used place. I don't know, man. To me, if you're gonna get a phone, you might as well get a new phone. I don't know. I've always had this thing with like computers and electronics and all that. Like to me, I just don't want no used shit. I had to get one 3 months ago. I held out 3 years. Congrats, man. It is new enough. Yeah. That's how I was. That's how I was. Cause I'm not one, like, I don't give a shit about all that trendy shit, like having to have the latest one and all this other shit. Like, as long as it can do what I need it to do, I really don't give a shit. Love Mimi. Now they don't want to give you chargers. Shit, yeah. Apple really started with all that bullshit. Then it was like, you can't use regular headphones now. You got to use these wireless shits. And me personally, the less wireless shit it's in my head, the better. You know what I'm saying? I will still use the regular. Call me crazy, but just don't call me late for dinner, man. I think I've had this one for 3 years. I've had mine for 2 years. When you're spiritual, you're electronics. That's true too, because I sure have been getting it the fuck in with the practices, with the craft. I figured. I mean, don't get me wrong, Watch Fox. I almost caved in. Somebody almost got me some for a gift, and I was like, I'm glad you did it. You know, I'm just real like I'm real anal about like having the phone to my head or if I can at all help it or having things in my ears or something that are broadcasting and receiving, because that's like super microwave shit. But I mean, I'm not knocking it. There's times where it's like that the wire gets in the way. It'd just be nice to put some fucking earbuds in. So I may cave. No matter what kind of earpiece I get, it messes with my ears. My electronics is man down from this. Are you kidding me, woo woo? They must have heard us talking and shit. And I was like, you know what? Press the buttons. Start fucking up devices. So also, I had to announce this. I know when most people, whatever, on here is not really on this as far as, but we are having a sale. So for those of you who don't want to just do the one question at a time thing or whatever, if you ever wanted to get like an hour with me or even a 15-minute quickie with yours truly, now is the time. All those are on sale in the description box of this video. You can go there. I had also briefly just said, hey, you know what? Let's have a little fun. I stopped offering them as a service, but I'm like, let's just bring back the 3-day buying and spell just for like 48 hours and see who wants it. Because I get messages all the time. I also get messages about the class, the course that shows you exactly how to do it. But as you may or may not have noticed, those are no longer available right now. But we are going to be re-releasing them, with some new material and stuff. So, but I say that to say I got one left. One 3-day binding spell left. And this is the absolute last time I will ever fucking offer this shit publicly as a service. It's a Rizap. And so, in a way, it's not bittersweet to me. I really don't give a shit. Like, if somebody gets it, they get it. If not, like, in a way, because when I first said it and I put it out, I'm like, I'll just do this for fun, There was a part of me that says, you know what? Maybe you fucked up. Maybe you shouldn't have did that. Maybe you shouldn't have did that. But I did it. So I'm like, fuck it, Hey, do you have anything to remove blockages? What kind of blockages you got there? Oh, we also have on sale the Alchemical Abundance Blockbuster, which is it's from our Subliminal Incantation series. It's one of the most powerful ways. Of course, it does depend on your blockages. As far as to how long before you start really seeing momentous, results. And depend. You can't take someone from fucking abstract fucking poverty and say, oh, listen to this incantation one time and you think it's just gonna be like that. I wish it was, but that's just not how it works. There's processes that go on, so make your money shout with just a whisper. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. That's also, you can find that. We just re-released that actually again because we took it off and we put it back on. It's on sale. So you can get that there. But what kind of blockages were you talking about? Proper like. See if I'm missing anything. That'd be the one. That's the one. And it's on sale too. You got good timing, girl. Are you being psychic on me? Are you reading me? You know what I'm saying? Shit. How about curse removal? I'm actually working on curse removal, subliminal incantation that you can play. A powerful one. Jasmine Edwards, what's happening? Talk to me. What is it? But yeah, so I'm interested too in as far as subliminal incantations go. What I love about them is I can be doing all kinds of different shit. All I do is press play. I have it playing, whether it's playing from my phone or sometimes I'll play it on my laptop, hook it to the TV, and then I'll just put it real low also, to whereas I can hear it, but I'm not listening to it. The point is to really not listen to it, but have it playing at a low level where you can at least hear it, because then your subconscious mind can hear that shit. and you can start to let the magic in and working, you know? Yes, Jasmine Edwards, we're going to be doing some card pulls, and I am going to be doing PayPal me's here in just a moment. They say I'm buffering. That's no surprise, you know. This I was actually thinking like, fuck, man. I was kind of nervous because it was so bad on the phone. Right before I came on, like it was just buffering like a bitch. I'm like, I hope I'm actually still working on the Zelle, Nell. Oh, love Mimi. Okay, let me just do the announcements then. Not buffering on my end? Okay. We wouldn't want that, Miss Mackey, will we? You not buffing. Okay, cool. All right. So, if you have a specific personal question that you want to ask, you can paypal.me/Shango Ray, all one word. Uh, Starts at donation level of $9.99, very nominal donation, or more. If you're about that circulation game and you understand there is no spending when you circulate because it must return to the point of sender. So, you know, it's a practice that I embrace myself, you know, and it works. It just there's nothing. It works. That's what it is. But in the meantime, in between time, depending how many we get and how many we got going on and shit, um, I will also be doing free spirit card pulls. So that could be advice. It could be I don't know what they are until I pull the card and let spirit. Oh wait, PayPal just kicked me out. So that's how we do it. So you can actually start, you know, submitting your PayPal.me's. Also, don't forget when you do the PayPal.me, there's a little space that says notes. Please be a doll. Go ahead and put your question in there. That makes it so easy so I don't have to call out to you or wonder, you know, because sometimes there's a lag between me and what you're seeing and shit. So it just makes things go more cohesively, you know, with some continuity, I guess you could say. But so what I guess we can just start doing now is just have some fun here. Let's do some spirit card pulls, just whatever it is. So if you'd like a spirit card pull, and also by the way, I pinned my paypal.me on in the chat room. So I don't know if you guys can see that or not. If it's necessary. 16, 15 heads in the head. Okay, look, and 9 have lickied on the like, okay? Y'all need to cunniling that like, okay? She needs to be warmed up, okay? Just like you do. She needs to be warmed up, just like you do. Jasmine Edwards. I think that was what? Damn, never mind. I think that was PayPal. What do you mean? Oh, no, no, no. No, nothing that way, please. There is no more of that. Like, I don't want to have to keep bringing it up. And I know some people just really don't know what the hell's whatever. And I mean, it's rather old news and shit. All due respect, you know. But no relation, no nothing. You know. You want to deal with Shango Ray? It's Shango Ray, 100%. Yeah, that's it. You know. Already come warm. So yeah, I mean, cause I see people saying little things, and I mean, I don't want to bring no attention to it, cause like you know, it's water under the bridge, you know, it's water under the bridge, and like I don't, you know, but sometimes I feel like saying, hey, look, let me make a statement one more time, you know, soy solo, you know, it's cool, proper. Like I understand, you know, I know people like you know sometimes people don't, and a lot of people ain't seeing my shit because they're not getting alerts, alarms, you know, whatever. You know, this has been already a minute now, you know, a couple like a month or 2 months or whatever it is. So or maybe more. I ain't keeping track, but you know what I'm saying. It's all good. Play a Ray from that. Yeah. So it is what it is. Okay, now we're going to start the card pools. Now that we got that out the way. But yeah, please do not send nothing over there. She would still send it to me, but still the point is I'm not going to be able to see it, and therefore I'm not going to be able to answer your question during this time, so that would be the point for me. Um, Let me refresh on this shit, okay? Ah, we have a few. First off, we do have our very own Prophetess Vance. Now, I don't know what she's up to right now. We're going to find out. She's the first one I see in here. Prophetess Vance. Does the higher self of this dude that's supposed to be coming have a message for me? Good question. I tell you what, Prophetess Vance, make your way to the front of the Shangorian altar, would you? Be a doll, all right? Find the most padded, comfortable place for you, and go ahead and take a nice, relaxed, deep breath in. Hold it for about 2-3 seconds. Let it out like a sigh of relief. Make space for whatever message needs to come through. All right. So, does the higher self of this dude who is coming, that just seems to be like he keeps getting indicated in all these readings for Prophetess Vance, does he have a message? Miss Vance. And I do thank you, Prophetess Vance, from the bottom of me, little corazon, for your donation and all of that. Okay, let's get down to business. Does he have a message for TV? And I will say yeah. Okay, and do not be surprised. Oh, wow. Do not be surprised if he may be some type of water sign also. Okay, it's going to be a big splash party. All right. Look at, there she is. Oh my God, 3 of diamonds, right? You're going to learn a whole lot about yourself through your interactions with this person. And especially on the mental level too. For some reason they're telling me, and it's not like I can't say it's because of him. Like he might be used to be the catalyst, but the shit happens within you. You know what I'm saying? So, and not only does it happen within you, it's what do you do with it? Like, or do you just, you know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm talking about. So and for some reason they told me that you're going to learn a new definition of peace of mind. Of course, this is an inside job, and this is having to do with you, and I'm not going to, there's nothing that he can give you as far as that goes within yourself. Obviously that's an inside job, like we said. But yeah, also heavy mental connection too, expanded mental connection. Yeah. So good shit. And he just seems to be, as far as you're concerned, very Don Juan-y. He might also, though, kind of be a little squirrely too, like hard to pin down. But I don't see fuckboy tendencies though. There might be some, because that's part of the reason how we get to know ourselves to a relationship. I've always said that it's like, I come to the relationship with my bullshit. You know how like people say, "Oh, I got a kid. Let's see how our kids play together." Well, let's see how our bullshit plays together. That's where the fun part happens. Oh shit. Okay, so next we have Deaconess Mackie. Deaconess Smacky. All right. And first of all, muchos gracias para su generosity. All right? I don't know if I said that right. But for your contribution. Okay? Because it does definitely not go unnoticed, and it's definitely not appreciated. All right? So let's see what Deaconess Smacky is talking about. Let's see. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. How about next time I just open up the PayPal and see what it says first before I go opening my mouth? Okay. All right, look, everybody, pay attention here because it's not from her though. I want to see a raise of hands because through the generosity of a certain donor, I have 2 questions that are now up for grabs. Someone had, just out the kindness of their heart, wanted to do that. Jasmine Edwards, I see you. Okay, so I need you to put your question, and Nell Salar, y'all too. So first we're going to go with Jasmine Edwards. Sorry, proper like. I didn't see, I never seen you with a thumbnail before. Okay, so Jasmine Edwards says whatever spirit. Okay, Jasmine, J.E. Yo, Miss J.E., please make your way to the front of the Shangorian altar, okay? And make sure you find the most padded, comfortable spot for them knees. You are ready. All right. There you go. Got it. Make sure you just hold that breath and who saw out your motherfucking hoo-ha into the cards. There we go. Boom. All right. So whatever needs to come through for Miss Edwards. Yes, because we too grown for the naked floor. Exactly. I wouldn't do that to you. Some of y'all are getting up in the age. I wouldn't do that to your knees. I had to. Did I get him? Did I get him? No. Hey, them knees, yo. All right, so for Jasmine Edwards. Plus, I got to make sure that you're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? If anything's going to be right, first of all, one ingredient needs to be comfort. Yeah, we ain't doing that on that floor shit. You ever almost like popped your kneecap off on accident? Like, you remember how when you were a kid, you can just be on your knee? You're like made of rubber. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, at some point in time, there's just, that shit just don't fly no more. Like, you be on your knees messing around, all of a sudden you almost think like you popped your kneecap out, you know? Comfortable anywhere. Well, I ain't mad at that. All right. So, Miss Edwards, I'm going to do one more shuffle for you, and then we're going to get this shit. All right. Just a moment, Miss Edwards. I'm just going to do a quick 5 card on this. All right. Whatever spirit needs yet to know. All right. Now. First of all, let me just show you your cards. Because they're cool as fuck. I mean, they are. They're beautiful. All right. Boom. Queen of Diamonds. 8 of Hearts. 7 of Clubs. 2 of Hearts. And finally, the Queen of Hearts. Okay? Yeah. So you already know. You know. All right, so what I'm going to start off with first here, just kind of moving it as we move it. Uh, so we have this here. To me, what this the first impression that I got from this Queen of Diamonds, right? TV. I have to admit I do too, begrudgingly, but I do. You know. So, anyways, to me, this is representing also your particular inner world as it relates to finances, because what a lot of people don't understand is your anytime you can look your money situation directly like parallels and represents your particular inside system as far as your values. Like, how do you particularly value yourself? How much do you even value yourself? That type of shit. So, being that she's a queen, she's one of the most powerful, figures in the deck as it relates to finances. But the thing about one of the differences between her and the king is her ability to listen. And I feel, because you are money, technically, money is just a representation of you, right? If money is a representation of energy and you are energy along with intelligence and all this other stuff, um, you are being also called to listen. I basically lack a long story here. There, you have some ideas that will translate into cash, okay, or zeros and ones in your bank accounts, because nowadays cash is getting harder and harder to find, seems like, okay. But this is another thing they're telling me to say. They are strongly suggesting that you begin to, I don't want to say so much control, okay, but they're saying it's not about controlling your emotions, but I guess choosing, also you can say control what you want to feel. It's so important. I people want to like do spells to control other people. They don't understand that first and foremost, if the person who can control themselves automatically is going to like control other people. I keep talking about this because it's the realest shit that I could say. And what they're telling me to tell you is about your own particular like awareness of any at any particular time, what your emotions might be. Are you carrying shit around from earlier, like even earlier in the day? You know what I'm saying? Your emotional intelligence is I can see it's going to another level. So on one hand, I want to, encourage you, but the other hand, I'm trying to say, hey, they want to say, hey, go a little harder with that. I don't mean harder, but they're just letting me know that I could see the penchant here with you at times to be like controlled by your emotions. And as conscious individuals, one of our jobs or part of the work is to break that bindage, or break that binding that we have, because a lot of times our emotions, they got so much momentum in our lives. We're used to living our whole lives, just being reactive to things outside of ourselves. So this is also like a change in status too. I see like higher vibrational frequencies coming as far as just within you personally, like just the way you feel, just regular without some crazy event happening. Or when I say crazy, it can be good too. Just your default, where your thermostat is set emotionally. I see you doing really good. It's going to another level, which means your frequency is going to another level. There's this situation going on here too. I think, yeah, you got a relationship coming. There's a relationship coming for you. You should know that, okay? When I say you should know it, I mean I think you ought to know that. There's a relationship coming for you. Now, I do see you also changing your mind. You had this plan. Maybe for some reason, I kind of feel it was a plan, maybe to go somewhere. Maybe it was a trip, uh, but I could be wrong on that as far as what but I see you either canceling it or delaying it. Sometimes it's a delay, it's not a no. A delay is not a denial necessarily. So, you know, and there's that lion. So, but I'm feeling, yeah, there's definitely a relationship coming. Last but not least, do you have a woman ancestor from your mother's side that yeah, you have you have an ancestor also from your mother's side that has been hanging around you, okay? Really, or really walking with you though. She's about that ascension life. She's about that because she knows too that when you heal and you break curses and you break bondages, that shit translates and recapitulates all the way down your lineages. And we're talking millions of people. Yeah, I knew you did. I would suggest go ahead and have some dialogue with her. Maybe light a candle, get a little glass of water. You don't need anything else. You actually don't need anything, but woo woo. Yeah. So, but she's I thank you. She's actually been helping you with this whole emotional thing, kind of like gaining more awareness, mastery over your emotions. Mastery to me is about being able to choose, being able to have options, being able to know that you have options. Because how many of you were raised in a way to where it's like, well, if you feel that way, that's just what you feel. And I get it. There is like, I let my shit be. I even ask myself when I'm feeling something bugging me, part of the reason it's bugging me is because there's another part of me that's trying to resist it. So I got to slow all the way down and say, hey, look, you know, can I just allow this shit to be here? But I honestly ask myself, I honestly think about it. I don't think too much because I'm more like just in the sensations. But that's what I have for you, Miss Edwards. So now we're moving on to Miss Nell Salar. I make her a cup of coffee every morning. Okay, well, you're already on top of shit then. Let me just be the voice of confirmation then. Hello, Miss BB. How you doing? Absolutely, Miss. Okay. Someone elder that I go for guidance, is that person genuine in giving me advice? Oh, Bawadi the one. You did? Okay. Well, don't worry. I'm just getting the sponsorships out of the way real quick here. Okay, so someone elder than I, so somebody older than you that you go to for guidance, is that person genuine? Okay. So now, Salah, I would ask you the same thing. Why don't you make your way up to the Shangorian altar? Find the most comfortable place for them knees. All right. And go ahead. First of all, let me give one shuffle here. Hold on. I need you to see the cards. I need you to see the cards as you. All right. Go ahead and take a nice, relaxed, deep breath in. Just hold it for a second. And when you release it, breathe out your mouth and just woo-saw out your motherfucking hoo-ha into the cards. Because what we're doing right now is creating space for whatever needs to come through at this particular moment in time for you. So the question is for Nell Salar. Is this older person that she goes to genuine in their advice to Nell? Is this older person... Okay, damn. All right, gotcha. All right. So is this older person genuine in their advice and, for Nell? Are they genuine with Nell in their advice and counsel? Are they genuine with Nell in their advice and with their counsel? Only the truth. Expose the facts. Just no cap. Wow, shit. I gotta tell you this. For one, if it was raised up in your consciousness enough to ask that, that is your intuition. And I get it, because sometimes you're like, I don't want to be paranoid though. Am I tripping though? We always ask ourselves that, right? Am I tripping? Is it me or am I tripping? Because I feel like I'm tripping. But the answer to the question is I don't feel she's totally 100% genuine. I'm not saying she's not genuine at all. Because remember, there's we're in a world it's often not black or white. You know, there's a lot of gray area and different shades and variations of gray, you know. In this case, yeah, there's some shit about her or this person that you don't know that I don't know why I said her. I don't know if it is a her or not, but oh yeah, look, you guys to see this now. You guys to see this. So number one, a reverse three of diamonds. I think this person can be a good chameleon at times. I'm not saying there hasn't ever been times where they've been genuine, but I just feel like there's definitely some other ulterior, more selfish motives, okay? And this person is not below deception, okay? Three of spizzles, all right? Which is the three of swords, and it is reversed. And to me, the three of swords, it's about what's being left out, especially. It's always about what is not being said that is the kicker. And then, of course, I have a feeling it is a woman we're talking about here, right? Because we got this Queen of Spades, the troublemaking bitch in the Shangorian system. Well, when she's in her lower nature, but she's definitely this is not coming through positive. Seven of spades. Look at all the spades energy. Okay? Reversed. Reversed. And finally, three of hearts. Reversed. I don't know, Nell. Is this person also trying to like kick it to you in a way or something? Is this person a woman? Is this person a woman? That's what I want to know. Yes, my intuition has been telling me. Okay, I see yes and yes and yes, and I don't even know what those were referring to. I know I asked you too, but it's like the lag and shit, so I don't know what yes goes where. Is it for that one or what? But yeah, point blank, I wouldn't go asking her anything. Okay? Okay, how about this? You can even ask something, right? But I wouldn't be revealing certain personal things to this person, okay? Because I know for a fact, and I don't even know this person, that it's not beyond their scope of you know, doing something as far as like using what you're telling them to be able to try to manipulate you. All right. So we have a. I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna call you Reem. I don't know about the girl in the country business, but yeah, that's that tea TV. That's that oolong tea. Absolutely. Let's see here. Boom. Please, can I get advice for what advice I need for the next few months? Okay. Okie dokie. So let's just do the advice thing. Okay. Let us go ahead, Reem. Go ahead and act like you're making salat, okay? Right here in front of the Shangorian altar. All right. And go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. And just let that shit out. Woo sawing out your hoo-hawing, all the stress and concerns. Just making a space, being receptive. Okay, so let's get some advice here. What advice could we give this lady of the country? Okay. Can we give Reem? What can we give Reem? Oh, Lord. It's the Cool Cats. How are you? She's the only person I talk to. Yeah, I would not fuck with her like that. Definitely, okay, if you want to ask something, go ahead and ask her something, right? But do not reveal nothing to this person. Nothing. Okay, so for Reem. We tribal. Okay, I got you. I've heard of them. Or y'all, I'll say. You know, I heard of them. Bedouin. I don't know why. Reem is fine. I use this user ID. Okay. What's the advice for Reem? What's the advice for Reem? All right. I know you've been having a rough time, Reem. This often comes up for you, Reemy Dean. This type of energy, man. You got a lot of spades energy around you, I notice. You know what I'm saying? Who's this? Glam Lux Collection. Hey, you sure did. Caught me red-handed. Fuck, Reem? Damn. Look at this shit. And I'm not making it up, okay? I'm not just busting your lips. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta show you. I'm telling you the truth. Look. Fuck, man. Yes. Look, stop the satty faces, all right? Let's not satty face. Okay, let's not satty face. It's not about the satty face. I don't mean to scare you. I know how you can get overreactive and stuff like that. So I don't want to do that. I'm just pointing something out because I happen to notice that every time, a lot of times I do something for you, like a read, I just notice this pattern, yo. Jack of spades. Jack of spades. Jack, right? Then we have the 6 of clubs. And yes, that looks like a fucking tower. I don't know who that is. Napoleon Bonaparte? I don't know. Right? That looks like a fucking... Obviously, it's a tower moment. You got the lightning and shit. Right? Remember, we're talking about advice, though. Nothing is inherently good or bad. Okay? But I do recognize spades energy a lot of times when it seems to be blocking, okay? But think of it this way, Reem. Spades energy is also about your physical, about your work, and above all else, spades, to me, in my system, represents spirit. All right? So we have this ace of spades, this 4 of spades, and this, to me, is just talking about all the different ways that you get in your own way. I don't like to use that word self-sabotage because, in a way, there's really no such thing. And then, of course, the 10 of spades. The cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay? So, but we're approaching this from the perspective of advice. So I'm going to keep that in mind. Now, look. First and foremost, I have this feeling that you really don't be watching. I'm sorry, I need a little bit more of this shit. I got Reem's reading to do now, so like, like I need some more of this fucking, this shit right here. So yeah, number 1. Yeah, turn it up. You're right. So To me though, see, this isn't necessarily reverse, but since we're talking advice, it's funny how we're talking advice and like most of this shit came up right side up. So usually if I get a card and it's reversed, I start thinking of the opposite polarity because that's how you deal with shit. You can battle with this by using the opposite polarity on it. You have to. If you just try and resist it, it's gonna win every time. So what this is also, this is some tower moment type shit though. However, the advice is to either like jump above it or what. But the key here that they're telling me has to do with your intuition because I can just tell like, and trust me, your worry is not your intuition. Those are two different people. Okay, two different people. They sound the same. You got the whole cat. It's done. It's like a little swallow in here. Yeah, but they're telling me and they're showing me and they just keep on like tapping on the table and shit. Look, you got to get serious. I don't know what you are serious about in your life right now. I'm sure you're serious about some things because I can drain it. No, no, it ain't like that. I was just joking about that. No one's draining my shit, you know, unless it's on purpose. Anyways, um, I'll just let that. That one probably went over some heads there. If that's okay. We don't go over heads. We go in mouths. No. So yeah, you need to. I strongly the most advice I can give you as far as anything. You need to have that relationship with yourself. See, for one, when you're worried about a lot of shit, what's one of the messages that you're saying is that you don't trust yourself. Okay, that's okay. All right, let's just be real about where we're starting off at. Right. So where I'm starting off at, no, I don't trust myself. Right. The other one is I feel you need to implore some type of practice, a rehearsal for yourself. Also, as far as just like, I don't know, you can go and maybe find one, resonate to find one on YouTube, one that resonates with you or that comes to you or whatever, but something that helps you to identify and to become familiar with your intuition. Because it's not like you don't have intuition, you do. It's just recognizing that voice out of the crowd of Bedouins in your head. It's oh, yeah, so y'all crazy. But this is the most one of the most important cards for me. Okay, now I'm just gonna quickly move this along because I got other shit that I got. Let me see someone else's I think up in here too. I don't wanna. All right, but the other thing about it is too, and see, this is I'll tell you why this one is so key though, because this is gonna help you with all the other shit. This is one of them keystone ones that like it helps with all of this. For example, the whole self sabotage thing, which really isn't self sabotage. It's really no such thing as that. Yes, I know TV, right? Which you do. You know? Oh, okay. I got you, Miss BB. Thank you so much. You will be up next here. So yeah, look, we say self-sabotage. Oh, I sabotage myself. Like I want to make more money, but I sabotage. Or I want to do this, but I sabotage. No, actually, you're not sabotaging. It may seem like it. What's really going on is there's another you, and this other you may not be aware of, but this other you wants something, wants what you're getting right now. Okay, even though maybe you want something else and you keep trying to go this way and they're like, nah, and they keep pulling you over this way. That other you, as I mentioned before, is the iceberg underneath the water, and it's always going to win. You watching me right now is the little tiny piece of iceberg sticking up above the water. Okay, so being able to identify these conflicts, you know what I'm saying, is going to require also your intuition as well. So you can see how that comes into play here. But I think what this basically all boils down to, Reem, is it the bedrock foundation that you have, no matter what, is your relationship with yourself. If your relationship with yourself, if you can't trust yourself, if you doubt, if you know, and I get it because you have a lot of things in your life that you picked up, that you learned, or that you interpreted a certain way. Life isn't safe. I have to always be on defense. I got to this, I got to that. I get that. That's one level of being, right? You can stay there, you can live there if you want, because it's just going to be the same of what you pretty much kind of been getting. And I don't know all your business, but if I had to be a betting man, I would say it's kind of going from one crisis to another, right? So first and foremost, you really want to get to the root of it all. It is you. So therefore, that's also where you're going to find the old saying. I don't like to say a bunch of cliche sayings in here, but to get out, you got to go in. And I used to say that all the time, but I never went in. And guess what? Same shit. It's a cycle, Shit's looking lovely. Here comes the rain. Shit's looking lovely. Oh, here comes the rain. And it's just like you're really not getting anywhere. Yeah. But that is the best advice. And I'm not just saying it because I'm saying it, but honestly, think about it. Wherever you go, there you are, right? It doesn't matter whether you do magic, whether you just try and force it with your will, whether you do this, whether you do that. Like at the end of the day, no matter what category we're talking about in your life, love, finances, health, whatever, all comes back to you. But the good part is, I want you to know that this is an encouragement though. Okay? Yes, it may be uncomfortable when you first start doing this shit. Okay? Especially when you first sit down to like meditate or just sit there. Is that called a walk-in? No, that's just called her unconscious. Her unconscious mind. Imagine we're all like this, right? You know how the jets fly from, wherever to wherever, right? I'm talking about like the big jetliners, right? A lot of time they're on autopilot, and it self-corrects itself. It uses the data while it's in flight and it self-corrects itself. Okay? So you have to ask yourself, where is my automatic? Who programmed my automatic pilot? You know what I'm saying? Where are we going? Because I see it going this way, but I'm like, wait, the shit's over there. We're going over here. Why are you going this way? But these hidden things within you, these hidden aspects of you, they are trying to protect you. They think they're trying to protect you. I get it. Listen, you can do it. All right. You're in the process now of doing it, but it's just never, it's very simple. It's a very simple thing to do. All right. But so is like running a marathon. Running a marathon, it's simply running 20 something miles. Doesn't mean it's easy, especially in the beginning. The more you start to do these types of works with yourself, the more this little guy, he has a death wish. The more you start to have more confidence in your ability to do the work, because I can already tell right now you're starting off from a place where it's like you even doubt whether you're going to do it right. Am I doing this right? And B, whether this is going to work. I know this works, but whether it's going to work for me or not, So there's that type of thinking going on too. And it makes it more difficult because then when you sit down to actually do some work, or maybe you're sitting down in a journal and be like, what do I really believe about this, right? Let's just say you're picking some exercise to do. Because just like you exercise your body, if you do, you have to have some type of regimented exercise as far as your spiritual shit is concerned and your mental shit. I get it. You've had experiences in the past. They didn't yield the type of results that you were expecting. And so there you probably came to some form of a conclusion that A, like a lot of people do, that there's something wrong with them, which is why it didn't work. And B, that it just doesn't work for them. And it is like a circle. Yeah. Hey, is that? Oh my God, the Splash King. James is in the house. Shout out to James. I don't know if you had a question, James, but we have Miss BB right now. Okay. Someone said he did a money ritual for me. Is he telling the truth? Miss BB, why please come to the front? Are we ready? Okay, come to the front. Go ahead. Find the most comfortable place for your knees in front of the Shangorian altar. All right. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. And go ahead and exhale like you're just woo-saw out your hoo-ha into the cards. Let's make space for this. Okay, someone said they did. A money ritual. Hey, Prosperity B, what's going on? What's buzzing for you? Thank you, James, once again. The Splash King. Besides myself, you know what I mean? Shit. My fellow Splash King, you know. Splashing it. All right. Someone said that. Is he telling the truth? Is he telling the truth? Is he telling the truth? What now? Is it because of you or because of me? Did I go out? Did I buffer out? Is he telling the truth? Is he telling the truth? Is he telling the truth? Jesus Christ. Whoo! Look at this. Almost a resounding fuck yeah. So he did. Look at this. Diamonds. Love don't come for free. And then the last one's a 10 of spades. However, oh yeah. This work, though, has to get through some of your own personal stuff, too. You know, that's what people don't realize about magic. It's working with you and within you and from you. So therefore, any issues I have are going to also be brought up along with this ritual, you know. Love never comes back. Hey, Dorley Baptiste. I don't know if you let me see here. But to answer your question, Ms. BB, yes. Yes. Yes, yes. As you see it for yourself, all them diamonds. We're talking about money. It wasn't just a yes with like hearts and diamonds and shit. It was like straight diamonds, except for the one spades at the end. All right. I didn't know. James, you know, James is so enigmatic. He comes by and splashes some. And then it's like, we'd be asking like, James, yo, did you know, do you got a question or something? Can I help you with, you know, whatever? It's just silence. It's like he just comes out the shadow like a sniper armed with a money gun. You know the guns like in the strip clubs that just shoot the money? You know what I'm saying? He comes out and just and then he just poof. Intuitive beauty. What's up? Okay, but he's lied. All right. I see. Well, in this case, though, I have to say he actually did. I appreciate you, too. All right. And I get it. If, you know, you got to be careful. James, general read, please. Okay, James, go ahead and cop a squat here. At the Shangorian altar, okay? Word. See, the Splash King. All right, James, go ahead and you know how this works. Just take a deep breath here, hold it for about 2, 3 seconds, and just let it out with a sigh of ah as you woosah into the who out your hoo ha in the motherfucking cards. Let's make a space for what needs to come through. He does. He does. He does. He does. He does. All right. General for James. General James. I got to give him a name. I got to give him an honorary name here. We got Deaconess Smacky. We got, Prophetess Vance. We got Deacon Cook somewhere. He's always gone, though. Apostle James. Bishop James. Bishop James. Yeah, we're going to see what's up with Bishop James. Advice for Bishop James. Talk to me. Come on, girls. Talk to me. Talk to him, too. You know what I'm saying? Come on, girls. What do we got here? Bishop James. Let me reiterate, Jasmine. Bishop James. Put some respect on it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yo, Melvin Brown, a.k.a. Storytime Steve. What's up? Hold on. Just a moment, James. Okay, James. There's one I'm concerned about here, so we're going to deal with that. I've seen a little bit of it, but my shit started buffering like a motherfucker, so I cut that shit off because it was like painful. The buffering was painful. And I don't know what's going on. Even the bishop got to do a little shin. Yeah. Well, you know that. I'm going to tell you what, though. The bishop, man, his sinning is winning. His sinning be winning, man. Okay? I'm leaving the chat now. Yeah, peace, cool cast. Okay, number one, James, check this out, man. First of all, let me just say it like this. There's some fuckery that you need to watch out for. All right? There's a dude, could be a fire sign. Damn, James, lighten it up in here. I told you. Okay, so look, there is some fuckery with a guy. He may be younger than you or just may be extremely more immature than you. Could be a fire sign, of course. Let me show you old Napoleon Bonaparte. All right. See, he ain't not a stranger to making it rain either. You know what I'm saying? Jason, you crazy. So, anyways, that's the downside of this card. That's really, I'm not seeing too much. You got a pretty good read here. Some advice anyway. But the advice is to him, for you, I would say, is you're going to need to watch this person or maybe be a little bit proactive to contain or kind of maybe do a preemptive strike or something. Maybe put them on ice. All right, put them in your freezer or something like that. I don't know. I have this kind of weird feeling that you may know who this might need to be. All right. But the other thing about this card, though, besides being, it is actually the card of the spiritual initiate as far as a face card goes. But the other card about this is, to me, it represents like, well, to me, all creativity is divine. Where does creativity come from? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you're in this window now of being able to be really creative. Okay. I'm talking about massively creative. All right. And if you didn't use it, it'd be quite the damn shame, James, you know? Quite the damn shame. Now, this person, I feel, may act up because you have a particular change of mind that's more positive for you. All right? And I see them. This person can also be maybe some form of competition, or they view you as competition as well. All right, because I feel like James is moving up. James is going somewhere. Okay, James is doing some shit. You know, he's moving up. Now, I feel like there may be a contract or something also offered to you very shortly here. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's something, whatever. And I see you definitely refusing it though. And I think you should refuse it. All right. Conversely, on the other side of this card, I think it's time that you also use this retrograde as a time to kind of retrospect where you might be holding on to certain, maybe forms of emotional baggage, certain triggers. If you notice getting triggered or whatever, now is a really good time also to use those as opportunities, turn them into opportunities, not just leave them as I'm just being triggered, you know. Use that shit because it's saying something about you. There's the engine lights coming on for some reason. Like let's explore that. Take a look under the hood. You know. And this is also going to be a time. I think this creativity and all this shit is also leading you to create a new something else new. The bag's going to get bigger for James. All right. You may already know what this is or whatnot, but I see you definitely taking this to another level. Of course I am, James. Of course I am. So yeah, something big coming up here. This is a big ace. To me, this represents a big ace. This is like you've worked up to this to where it's like now it's time to bring out the big guns. All right. And finally, you're also going to find, and I don't know if you've been doing it or not, if you have or whatever, but to me, I don't know. This is like finally, I see you finally completing something as far as your emotions go. Maybe finally letting go of something. To me, this feels positive. Sometimes this can represent death. Sometimes this can represent somebody dropping dead. But in addition to what I see and feel about, like, I feel like it's finally like, okay, this chapter's over with. You know, you done stepped into the new James now, and like this is just when you think about it, it's almost like thinking about another person. You know what I'm saying? But the other thing about this, to me, this represents ancestral legions. Sometimes I'll get the face card right. Oh, somebody from your mom's side or your mama's grandma's side or whatever. But this just, it represents this like legions. Because once you go past, I don't know how many, I forgot it was, but the exponential, how it exponentiates or whatever. Fuck it. It's a word. All right. It's a word. It's my word. Exponentiates. Okay. You're talking millions, man. Millions of ancestors. And I don't know if you've been consciously working with them or whatever. They've been working with you, though. You're not here and where you're at, and especially where you're in here and here by just accident. You know what I'm saying? So good shit going on. I would say let's recap it real quick and say, hey, you need to definitely, at the very least, just keep your eye on whoever the fuck this is, man. Maybe this is some type of business competitor or a former partner or whoever. I do feel they view you, they're jealous, and I feel like they view you as some form of a competition or something about you they're competing with. But never underestimate them type of motherfuckers, Bishop James. Okay? Please don't. That's all I'm saying. Just don't underestimate me, you know. But yeah, just a moment. All right. Okay. So what we could do now, let's open it up for some spirit cards. Just spirit, whatever it is, whatever needs to come through, you know. Whatever needs to come through. So if you'd like just a regular spirit card, woo woo, I got you. You know what I'm saying? We moving on to the east side. Well, we're moving on up to the east side, moving on up. Yeah. It's funny though, because usually the east side is always the shittiest part of town. Like it's some form of a shitty part of town. Like except when you talk about Manhattan, you know. Well, it depends. Lower east side. Okay. Well, I guess now they're gentrifying the shit now, so now 75th Street. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Woo woo. I think it was woo woo. Yeah. Let's see what go. What you got for woo woo? Give me some woo woo woo. Cause woo woo wants to know. Can you woo woo woo? What do we got here? Okay. Just a moment. All right. Hey, Gracie Jacks, Manhattan. Period. That's what. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Though. That's what I was saying. Cleveland, the West Side, dirty. Yeah, I know. I know there's a lot of shitty West Sides too, but like it's just like it seems to be like whenever you hear the East Side or something, it's always anywhere I have ever been has always been the fucked up side. You know. James, my exact PayPal, brethren, paypal.me /Shango Ray. All one word. Woo woo. Check that out. Yeah, it's pinned at the top too. You have an 8 of spades. Okay. This is the time. Look at that. I gotta give it to, yeah, these cards are fucking fly. They were gifted. I admit. Okay, but yeah, I wasn't even going to use them, but they fly. So look, woo woo. This is the time of spiritual power for you. Okay? And part of your little sign that it is sometimes it could seem it gets to sometimes it can start off kind of rough. You know what I'm saying? It can feel hopeless at times. And I'm not saying that you always feel that way because I know you don't. The 8 of spades here in this case is also like it is talking about like it's funny because when we start talking about paradox, right? The same thing that be tripping you up can be also the same thing that propels you now. With just a few shifts of some things. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is inherently good or bad. It's how you freak that shit, you know? And I think also here, you see, she's blindfolded, being able to deny your senses, you know? Being able to deny your senses and to the point where your inner becomes like this is my guidepost. Of course, yes, I use my eyes and my ears. Of course, like who don't? You know, I got them. I'm going to use them. But in the act of creation, you are only looking and hearing at what has been created, and what has been created cannot create. So, you know, obviously this is a little spiel about going in and shit, but there's a reason why, and that's why I wanted to tell you. Love and life. Closed mouth don't get fed. The thirst is real. Hey, you got to put your bid in. All right? Chat's so funny as fuck. Oh. Anyways, Woo, that's what I have for you, though. Next, I have the Bedouin girl, the country girl. I have the country girl. All right. I got the country girl. East New York is too. Yeah. All right. I'm working on the Zelle. As I explained earlier, Love and Life, my Google Play, I was unable to download any app. I don't know what's going on with my phone. So Yeah, but I'm pointing you in the direction and also the why it's so important right now because you have a lot up there. There's a lot for you there right now in particular. I'm not saying at any other moment there isn't. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I what I'm telling you to do is definitely to make sure that you're taking advantage of. For example, let me give you just an example. Okay? This is just purely an example. Name something that you want. You don't have to say it here. Don't say it here. Just I'm saying it's a rhetorical thing. Now, why can't you have it? Whatever your reasons are, they're going to come out profusely. Bleh. I'm always keeping you up. I know. We're going to keep you up, Jasmine. That's what we do. We're going to keep you up and put you to sleep. That's the stilo. Keep you up to put you to sleep. you know, it is. Are you out of here, Miss BB? Is you gone? Who did I say was next? Fucking got lost there. Miss Mackey. Who did I say was next? I think I got Miss Mackey, right? That's who I seen at the bottom. You know how this shit works, everybody. So like, you gonna put me. My aunt home since 5:30. I'm exhausted, but I'm here. Okay. So Miss Mackey, what can we have for Miss Mackey? What did I say your name was now? Are you Apostle Smacky? Are we Apostle Smacky or no? It was another thing. Deaconess Smacky. That's right. Deaconess Smacky. Yeah. What do you have for Deaconess Smacky? You crazy, Jasmine. J.E. Jagged Edge. Come on. What is right for her at this time? Oh, wow. You got the same thing. You got the exact same thing as I just did for Woo. And I'm sure you've seen that. And the message is pretty much the same. However, yours is reversed. So I think for you also, the emphasis besides, the emphasis here is what I'm feeling also. Now, there's something else that may come through here. Something about a deaconess. Yeah, of course. I'm hearing something about your job. And maybe the way you feel about it or a possible change in status of something at that job that's going to affect your outcome of it. Okay? Even though I know there's things about your job that you do like and then there's shit that you don't like, But what they want me to, I guess, suggest to you that you may want to start putting some of your attention on are what are the reasons that you feel that you are blocked. Or like, for example, this is just a very rough example, okay? Because I'm trying to think of shit off my head. But like, right on, James. Thank you. Once again, thank you so much. So another thing would be like why it's so important. Let me just tell you why it's so important. Because like I said, these same things that are now blocking you can easily be transformed to something that propels you. So, for example, I want to start a business. I want to get out of this job and start a business, okay? But you feel a certain way and it's just like, okay, why can't I do it? For one, maybe you don't see yourself as someone who runs a business yet. Okay, so how you see yourself, all that stuff everything needs to be in alignment. Because you can go take all this massive action and shit, but if it doesn't match your blueprint, it's not going to work, right? So the reason I say to use what you feel is blocking you or the reason why you can't, because really it's a belief, okay? It's something that we have bought into. So now through exploring our limiting beliefs, we can find, what's its polar opposite. So, and plus there's a whole lot for you specifically also that's going to come through that you will have. And we're going to end up talking about that because I feel like this has to do with everything. Every todo. This has to do with everything. So the advice is be forewarned. We're going to go deep, okay? Zele has a Lata date. Yeah, you will get a new phone. Don't worry. I don't need a new phone. My phone works perfectly. It's a Galaxy S motherfucking 10. It ain't that old. I got 3 bug eyes on the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got a pretty advanced. Well, I'm sure now the camera's shit on this one, but it's a good camera. So, Deacon is Mackie. Yeah, because, I keep being reminded too. They keep reminding me about the limitations and restrictions. And I guess I'm also seeing about how, on an unconscious level too, a lot of times there's this presence of a feeling that I sense from you that you feel like blocked caged in some form or fashion, even though you know intellectually that you're not. But it is this other part that, right on, James. You called me first. I did. I did do you though, didn't I? Am I tripping? That new. Yes, 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 yes. All of that. That new shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm referring to. Yes, the new. I did. Okay. So basically, Reem, I was supposed to give you. He said, "Voila, I'm done." So, Reem, was I supposed to give you a card? Did I pick you? Is that what you're saying? Okay. My bad. I stand corrected. I apologize. Okay. Yeah, you know how it goes. No problem. The iceberg underneath. Yeah. Let's get to that bitch. You know? Because she's waiting. She's waiting. I'll also share, but see, I got to be careful about when I introduce certain things because I want to be sure once I know that you got something, then I can give you something else. But the reason I can't give you the something else first is because unless there's just somewhat of a preparation thing, like the techniques are great, right? They have their place. But if you're coming from the wrong state, trying to use these techniques is not the most effective, is what I say. So I want to make sure it's the most effective for you. But I could show you some things with a pendulum to whereas you can find out for real, like whether you believe this shit or not. The key also is radical, giving yourself radical permission to be honest with yourself and forget about what the fuck you think you should need or what I should be asking for this or I should. None of that shit ever works because you really don't want it. It's like it's like some other foreign opinion being imposed on you, you know? KD, thank you. I notice Katie always comes in about halfway or almost towards the end. I don't know what it is. Okay, Reem, here we go. I got your card, Reem. I got your card. All right, Reem. I do apologize. I thought I did, but I did do a reading for you. So, like, okay. I got so much to share with you guys, man. Like, not at this in this one, but like just yeah, man. What? Just a moment. I checked yesterday and now today. You literally blowing. Nah, come on now. Stop that shit. I checked yesterday and now today. Huh? What you mean yesterday? For what would you check for yesterday? Hold on, I'm reading your card right now. I'm pulling some shit off this card for you. All right. um. You know what? Too. What? I'm over it now because your crones need to back off from me? Huh? Crones? What are you talking about, yo? Relax. Relax yourself. Okay, but this is your card. All right? These said crones also told me, yeah, you did say it, Shango. You told me you was going to read for her. So, hey, relax. Hey, you know, shit. Relax that shit. Anyways, typically I might even say, hey, I'm sorry, I need to focus on the fucking card. Yo. I got you. That's why I'm doing this now, and I get it. Yeah, and there is a lag here, so I'm not gonna go to just woosah. Anyways, yeah. So I feel like what you do have coming. No, it's not a sugar daddy. You're not in the. Even if you was wanting a sugar daddy, you're not in the vibration for a sugar daddy. If you did find one, and this is not anything personal against you, I'm just saying different frequencies don't fuck with certain different frequencies, you know? If you did find one, you'd probably push it away somehow, i.e., fuck it up. Okay, so we don't want to do that. And I know you're not necessarily looking for a sugar daddy, you know? Okay, Ring, I'm going to tell you this one time. Go ahead and relax. Just receive the card reading. Matter of fact, I commend you, in the name of Allah, to smile. All right? Smile and hold that shit. All right? Smile and hold it for at least a minute. And watch this time. Seriously. All right. So, anyways, yes. But I feel that no, it's not a sugar daddy, but you have yeah, it's not the sugar. Rex and I. Yeah. But I do feel that you do have an earth sign, more than likely an older man who's going to be an earth sign or has a hell of a lot. He's really earthy. Like maybe he has a lot of earth sign in his chart and shit or something. But he's going to be assisting you. Okay? Whether it's with some kindly advice or whatever it is, you know, but I feel that you feel somewhere deep inside just screaming like, I need help. I need help. And the spirit is saying, bitch, we sending you some help. Okay? Don't worry. We sending you some backup. It's going to be in the form of this fucking earth sign. He might be a little portly too. Meaning chubby, you know. All right. What? All right. Well, thank you so much, Wadley, the one. Okay. Who's next? Who else would like a spirit card? Who else would like a spirit card? What do we have? Nell Solar. Okay. Look. This is a dictatorship here. Okay? So I already gave the command to fucking smile and chill. Resume enjoyably back into the conversation. I did pay attention. And no, I obviously, if you've been watching me, like sometimes I'll be having 3 conversations at one time. 3 times I check the video. You keep talking about this video. who's arguing with you? Now, once again, Reem, put a fucking smile on your face, okay? And relax. Just, that's the last I'm going to say of it. All right? So let's just be calm and copacetic here. It's all copacetic, you know? I know when to trust. Okay, well, I don't know what you're referring to, and I do know that there's a lag between what I'm saying and the comments. I don't know if you're responding to something late that I said or to somebody else or whatever. But yeah, whatever you're going to do it. Whatever you don't do, at the end of the day, it's your choice. No, they didn't. Well, no one's going to be here arguing either. She means last night. I didn't go on last night. So what? You talking about the last time I went on? I get it. You got to be some type of, we got to make it a little interesting in another way, right? You want to be that other way, right? What she is saying is that you called her name and then you didn't read her tonight. Are you talking about like raising the hand for a spirit card because you clearly came into PayPal and I gave you a reading there? Is that what you mean? All right. I'm not quite sure, but we're moving it along. That's what I do know. That's what I do know. That's what I do know. I did read you earlier, so I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Thank you, TV. Prophetess Vance. Yeah, see, none of us know exactly what she is referring to. And I'm not going to sit here and devote about a minute or two of this show strictly to Reem and be like, what is it that you need? Because I know I got her. Okay, now maybe when it came to the card pool, I started getting into something else, got distracted. That's very Shangoic at times, I can see. You paid for that? I gave you the one that you paid for. Rachel, I gave it to you. KD, there is no wifey. I don't mean to say it like that, but like when it comes up now, there is none. Soy Solo, okay? Call me Darth Solo, all right? There is no wife, okay? I don't really have to keep saying it, and I get it. Some people, they just don't catch it or just, whatever. They missed the couple memos that were put up or whatever. I get it, you know what I'm saying? James has business to do, you know what I'm saying? James got business. Now, what was I doing here now? It's no harm, no foul either, KD. No harm, no foul. I just have to clarify, I'm clarifying little tiny bits by here now. Okay, Nell Salar. I said I was going to do you, right? All right. So, the spirit card, right? But don't know how to. Can you just pull my cards and see what they say? Oh, so you had a regular question, or I can do one spirit card for free for you, Rex and I, or you can paypal.me/Shango Ray, and I can do a little bit more in depth for something like that. Yeah, I know, but I didn't want to. Okay, well, I don't know what you're referring to. Sayonara. Because you're not coming off clear at all. You bethrow the vibe. All right, check this out. How's this for bethrow the vibe? Shang, out of here, like last year. Okay, it's that simple. I have no time for the bullshit. I have no time for the bullshit. Huh? I got you now. Okay, well, I'm just making it easy. I don't know what the fuck is going on, and I just know that someone keeps going on and on and on. And if I see someone keep going on and on and on, and they're not respected or they're not following commands, as far as like, hey, if I tell you put a fucking smile on your face and chill, like, do that shit. You know, you don't, at least, at the very least, just don't say nothing. But you want to keep going and going and going and going and going. And some people are just more reactive than others. And I get it. But just because I get it doesn't mean that we're gonna keep doing that. You know, because we're not doing that shit at all. So, boop. I mean, you left me no choice. You left me no choice. Okay, Nell Solar. Spirit card for Nell Solar. And I did give chances, though, to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to, hey. You know, I'm not Mr. Peacemaker and shit, but at the same time, I'm not Mr. Instigator either, you know? I suspect us to be all adults here. Okay, now. You've heard me say this before, Nell. Maybe not to you, but now Spirit is pointing you out. Okay? Spirit's pointing you out. Prophetess Vance, Deaconess Smacky, y'all are my witnesses, okay? So I don't know what's going on with that. And to be honest, I really don't give a fuck about what's going on with that. Like, okay, just there's no need for whatever, you know. So it is what it is. But Nell, okay, we are here now. Nell, you and I, we're here. Okay. So this is your 4 of diamonds. Okay. Do you know what I'm going to say already about this shit? This lovely 4 of diamonds card. Okay, so look. I'm going to repeat something I said a few days ago because it's the truth when it comes to this. One of the biggest things for you, or I'll say the biggest point where you can get some leverage. Thank you, Rex and I. Would you like you want the thingamajig? Okay, so one of where you're going to get the most leverage is at. There's a particular area. Maybe it has to do also with finances. Hey, Euphoria Fire, how you doing? So what they're showing me is, I won't say the problem here, but what needs to, you haven't made it sexy enough to you. There's something that you've been wanting. There's something that you've been going for. Maybe you go, you stop, you go, you stop, whatever the case may be. Okay. But there is something in which some area right here, I kind of just, I don't know, I feel like it has to do with money or just a particular, like raising your overall, you know, situation to another level, you know, and there's different reasons why different people won't get to that other level. And from what I'm being shown here is that for you, a lot of it is just you haven't clarified it enough. Like it's still kind of vague. We needs to make it like I said, you need to make it sexy, like, you know, because it's still a little dry right now. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make it sexy. I want to see her bubbling, you know. You know how it is, ladies. You know how that shit is, you know. She may have a totally different temperature than you do, you know, and literally be bubbling almost, you know. That's when you know you're cooking with the right grease. You know what I'm saying? Because now you done activated it. You like interface with it in a way, you know. But until you do that, it's just still like this mental concept. It may still feel like a fantasy. And the problem with a fantasy is it doesn't feel real. And in order to realize something with your eyes that you could see, I made it real, even though this shit's just as real. This shit in here and in here is just as real as all this shit. This is all just whatever. But so what they're telling me now to tell you is take a little bit more time with that as far as your clarification as to specifically what that is. And if once you find what it is, now you gotta hit it at the right angle. You gotta find out what she loves. You know what I'm saying? And you'll know when she loves it. There's gonna be no guesswork about it. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna let you know this is the spot. An interruption. Okay. I'm laying low. I see. Use that lay low time then. Use that lay low time as a time to like really get specific. Put your freakum dress on, as Prophetess Beth said. You know what I'm saying? In relation to whatever this goal or outcome. I don't know if it's something external. What is your big thing? You don't have to answer this, by the way. All right? So what is your big thing that what is your big thing? That's what you want to start kind of thinking about. What's your biggest thing? Like, okay, so for example, my big thing may be right now in this particular season is most of my work is going to, create a certain change in myself. Like maybe I want to change this and that about me, right? Outwardly, external wise, maybe it has to do with this, maybe it has to do with that, maybe, whatever it is. But your big things, they're going to require you to, they need to just be like, get a little bit more precise. You know what I'm saying? There's power in precision. There's power in being specific. Remember this, the more specific that you are, the more committed you are to experiencing it, to having it. Okay? The more vague you are, the more you're committed to not having it, to thinking about it, to fantasizing about it, but that's not having it. That's not being it. You know what I mean? Okay. And it's saying my battery. All right. So anybody else would like a spirit card? 2 locations pulling me. Okay. KD, I have you here. I just read something similar. Well, there you go. Confirmations abound, I see you, KL. Let me, oh, shit, my bad. Let me get to Rex. Rex, what did you say you just wanted a general? I got to get Rex because they did donate. Thank you once again. Don't worry. Don't fret. Now all the hands come up. Okay, so just general advice. All right. So Rex, why don't you make your way here to the front? Go ahead, take a nice deep breath in. Hold it for a good, 2-3 seconds. And then exhale out and understand and know that you're making a space for whatever needs to come through here. Show me what I need to say to... Ain't nobody talking to you, man. Now you're going to start getting on my fucking nerves. Please don't do that, okay? Euphoria Fire, paypal.me/Shango Ray. paypal.me/ yeah. Like Jason. You thought you killed Jason, huh? And then guess what? They come back, All right. So Rex, what do I need to tell Rex? Rex and I. Okay, what do I need to tell Rex? Come on, Rex. Open that shit up. What do I need to tell Rex? What do I need to tell Rex? Well, okay. I guess I'll show you your cards first, Rex. All right. Let me show you your cards. Seven of Spades. You got the twin horses going on here. Wait, what's going on? What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know. You will never kill me. Ain't nobody trying to kill you. Look, now you starting to act like a fucking nutbag. So don't do that, man. Like, you're almost to the point where you're like beyond redemption. Okay? I'm sorry, Rex. Where was we at? Like, just chill the fuck out, yo. No one's fucking arguing with you. All right? Did I just. Oh, I even was saying, look, here's your fucking card. It was the King of Diamonds. Could I get. If I'm going crazy, did I not? Another. Fuck that. I don't reward that type of behavior. Fuck yourself. Shit. It's pretty much that simple. Sorry, Rex. Let's get back to you. Okay? King of Diamonds. Five of Hearts. Nine of Spades. Seven of Diamonds. You know? So some of the advice here too, you need to be made aware. I feel like this is kind of coming through in a way as a deception, or like somebody withholding information. Kim Harden. Uh, yeah. So this is representing some crucial information. Okay. And this may have to do with somebody, possible business partner, or maybe a boss at a job, or I mean, this person could be some type of an earth sign or whatever. But to me, it's more or less like just what, I often say this a lot. What is left out, what is not being said is often the most important shit. Now, sometimes it's also a case of missing information. Sometimes it's a case of I didn't even know that I didn't know. So how do I know to ask if I don't even know that I don't know? And then of course there is when it's purposely kind of swept under the rug. Okay, in this case, I feel like there's elements of both here. All right, this may have to do with your work life as well. What I'm also seeing here too, this is though on a higher note though. Okay, I do feel that there is also a time. There's also a time like to treat yourself. Okay, for some reason I feel like you may be reluctant. Like, treat yourself, don't beat yourself. Reward yourself. What you give unto yourself, the universe will give to you. If you withhold something from yourself, it will be withheld from you outside of you as well. So I think it's a good balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like, you don't want to overdo it. Just be careful about that. I feel too, you may also have a change of heart about some certain things. Maybe you were in a situation where you felt like you were just giving and giving and giving more than you were getting back, therefore leaving you in some form of an emotional deficit. I really feel, honestly, too, I don't want to say like they're saying, hey, I think you should, but I feel you're going to. You may end up like quitting a job or something. Something is ending, but the thing about this card is more proactive on your part, meaning it's not like you get fired, or if you do get fired, um, oh wow, now they all coming out. Okay, so yeah, right. Look, don't feed the fucking trolls, okay? So, anyways, it only took them 3 hours to find me. 2 hours, shit. Usually, I'm thinking y'all don't know me no more, man. I've been feeling kind of lonely, to be honest with you. Like, so Rex, I feel like you are leaving something though. Something is ending, which is good because that means something new is now beginning. You needs to end this shit. It is. Blame it on the retrograde, Jazz. They're coming. Yeah, they need to come a little bit harder than that, though. Oh, here he is. Oh, they like on some super spam shit now. Here we go. All right, I feel a little bit loved. James, though, you're taking proactive. So in other words, another way this can play out too is another way this can play out, Rex, is like you being proactive and saying, you know what, fuck this job. You know, okay. Whoever, I don't even know who the fuck that is. Yeah, you know, TV. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I mean, come a little bit better than that. Like, but Mr. or Mrs. I don't know your gender or whatever. Rex. So I see you being proactive. Okay, and this is a space. You know what? Sometimes by doing that, you know, by removing yourself from some shit, you end up showing yourself, improving yourself. You know what, man? I got some boundaries. I respect my shit. You know, you respect yourself. So I see you also becoming more conscious, aware of your own, you know, like how your relationship with yourself, how you value yourself, and all that shit. Hey, right on, Angel Pagan. Shout out to you. And this also, of course, relates to your money. You know, you start getting that shit right. Next thing you know, you will just, it cannot be no other way. A byproduct now of this type of work is you start seeing it externally, you know? But like I said, if you're not giving to yourself, how the fuck you expect the universe? I'm starting to get mad. I can't. Don't, don't, KD. Who are they? Who are they to even matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, now I seen some little chocolate hands come up one last time. I said, hey, who else want a card now? So I thank you, Rex, for your donation. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, and thank you for your patience throughout the facetiousness that KL. Okay, I got you, KL. Miss Sauter Jones. Oh, wow, thank you. See, we got some positive shit. You got a racist chat. I'm out. Well, peace, I guess. Like I have control of who says what in here. He comes on and sees like directly when the trolls hit and be like, yo, your shit's racist. What? Oh, KD is next, then KL. Okay, KD. Thank you, thank you, Prophetess Van. See, look at that shit. And then Mercury kicks in and shit. Vanessa Delgado. I don't mind going off on your behalf. Hey, you know, whatever. When in Rome, you know, when in Rome. You don't have to. I mean, but it's just whatever. If you want to go, if you want to have some fun with them. Okay, Jasmine, Jazzy, I got your I think wait, we got a question here. We got a question. Oh wait, General Love Read, please. Okay, now you're like I'm getting swamped here. Okay. Hold on real fast. Just a moment. Un momento. You are made for. Okay, and you're on some. What are you on? Some pride shit or some shit? What? Okay. Look at that. Yeah, you know. All right, there we go. Y'all are crazy tonight, huh? I got that. All right, shit. I ain't mad at you. I gotta plug in or else my shit's gonna die. You know, so I think it might all be, who knows, it might be Reem shit. You do what you know what, like you wanna splash on these motherfuckers, I don't give a shit, you know, but my point is if it gets to be a distraction and shit, like, yeah. In that case, then it's like but I mean, come with some good shit. Oh, I definitely got that, Jasmine. What you talking about a blunt? I'm gonna start doing. Wait till I launch the Nocturnal Go show. Oh, come on, man. Can y'all do better than that? Night Haunter. Night Haunter. I'm fucking Night Haunter, man. Yeah. Can you see PayPal from the other night? Uh, yeah, I think so. Okay, Rex, I got you. All right. So I have okay, so I have James and I got Jasmine. I don't know who was first because that's why I say to go to the PayPal. I Google this. Who the fuck is this? Who you keep talking about? It sends his Twitch followers to live streams and say awful things. Okay, Joe. Shout out to you. All right. Is that what they do? Kim Harden, who is the moderator. I guess I'm jack of all trades right now. There is no moderator right now. I am he and he is not. Okay? Shit, let me see it. All right. Make sure we got some juice. All right. So what I think I'm gonna do here, because I'm gonna get fucking unfocused, is I'm gonna hit off Jasmine Edwards. Did you have a question? I'm sorry, because you didn't put one in the notes. You didn't put one in the notes. It don't matter who go first. I'm here. Yeah. Night Haunter and he's 2020 in this motherfucker. Wasn't it my turn? Yes, as far as a free card, but Jasmine Edwards General. KL. I will get with you in just a moment, but what the PayPalers and the ones who, do the donations, they do get priority over just the free card reads. Not to say it's a just, but I'll tell you what. Let me just do this. KL, I think it was someone said KD. I'm getting all over the fucking place now. That's all right. KL. I'm gonna do these. Okay, tell you what, y'all. Let me do the card pull real fast because I said that. So let's just do that real quick. Okay. I know there was a KL and a KD. So KL, what do we got? KL. I don't know. They keep showing me a situation, KL, in which you feel like you're walking on eggshells a lot of times right now. Maybe it's around a particular person or in a particular situation. And in some way, I feel like there even may be some verbal abuse type shit going on. Maybe somebody challenging you, somebody ridiculing you, or something like that. But what they're telling me also is it's time to reassess some things, and especially who you have around you and who you expose yourself to, because I do feel like this is definitely affecting you. Okay, KD, I got you real quick. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do have to say to you, KL. I think it's time to get away from this person, man, to be honest with you. So that's how this shit works. Someone from another site be like, okay, let's go on YouTube and see who's live. Okay, trolls, approach. Is it something like that? I'm like, honored you picked me, yo. Thank you. With your bullshit. Like, right on. Okay. James, I got you. Hold on. Let me just do this card pull so that way I don't be forgetting and have disgruntled Muslim women throwing shots at me. They do it to a lot of people. Yeah, so I'm not going to be too mad about that. I know that there's certain ones that were just for me, you know what I'm saying? But then there's like these other ones that want to just bum rush, and those are just scragglers, you know what I'm saying? KD. KD, look, this is an important time for you as it is for a lot of people. All right. So if you want to avoid some tower moments, don't worry, watch. I got another show that I'm gonna put like a little intro thing to it. It's the Nocturnal Ghost show. All right. And I will be smoking. Like, you got to be high to watch the show. If you ain't got no weed and shit, I suggest you don't fucking watch it. You know what I'm saying? But this is your card, KD. 6 of clubs. Okay, so once again, we're not reinventing the wheel here. It's Friday night too. Get the wine out. Yeah. Well, actually, I'll probably have some rum. That's my shit. If you really want the optimum go effect, you make sure I have a little bit of weed and some rum, and you will get your back straightened out, like proper ting, you know. Anyways, KD, now's the time to continue and or maybe step up your facilitating your whole intuitive, like what exercises are you doing? This is not for you to answer on here, but like something to ask yourself, like what am I doing to actively exercise my intuition? What am I doing to exercise my recognition of my like, hey, that's, I know that voice, right? Things of that nature. Something simple. I know we're all here for the shenanigans. I am too. I am too. Okay, James. James, you said love, right? You have vodka, huh? Are you sipping on it now, Mac? You sipping on that now, Mac? I will wear on my heels. There you go. All right. Are they red heels? I drink this drink called Holy Water. I be filling it with, hold on, what does that say? I be filling it with rum and ooh-wee. I be in the upper room. That's what I'm talking about. What kind of rum you drink? Because I do like my... I do like my... You know what? We may get cut off. Like, I'm plugged in here. See, this... Look at what I'm talking about. The shit's plugged in. The shit is plugged in, and it's saying that it's not plugged in. Woo, woo, woo. Can you woo, woo, woo? Anyways, they're trying to woo, woo me. Now, see, I got fucking distracted again. Y'all ladies distract the shit out of me, okay? Hey, KD, I appreciate you. I believe I was going on to James. Okay, good. That's like, KD, perfect example. As long as it makes sense between those two ears, up there for you, that's the, I might not understand it all the way or exactly what it entails. I don't need to know, and that's what I love. So thank you. No, that's why you had a problem. See, because now you're getting popped again. Pop! It's like one of them, it's like the zombies. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have, it's gotta be the headshots. And even with the headshots, though, I gotta tell you, Reem, I ain't lost no love for you. You know what I'm saying? But you on some bullshit right now, so. Yeah, I got Rex. I did do Rex. James ain't ready. James ready. Okay, good. James, I got you, bro. All right? You see how fucking eventful this particular one is. So you want to do like a love read, correct? I just correct me if I'm wrong. We're talking love read. General love. Okay. Thank you. See, I am loved. I am loved. All right. So James, hold on. James, I need to ask you if you could please come to the front. Okay. Shoom. Now go ahead and woo-haw out your motherfucking hoo-ha. Okay? Into the cards. General love read. General love read. General love read. General love read. I got 99 lives. Okay, Raymond, what are you proving? Now you're just being a fucking buffoon. Like, why? Like, is there an imbalance going on this particular evening or what? Like, what's up? And if I did miss you, you would know it's not personal. No, I beg to differ with you there, Reem. Like, all this bullshit you doing over what? Over what? You know what I'm saying? Like for what? And buffoon Fuck yeah. You're acting like a fucking buffoon. So chill. I don't want to listen to you. Okay? Your time here on this particular live, because of the way you want to react to certain shit, is done. And I ain't got no more to say to this. I'm on to my brother James here. We're doing a general love read, okay? Now you're welcome to sit there wherever you're at and, listen, but I'm not. What do you want me to do? Argue about some shit about a mistake? Are you gonna take it personal now? You're gonna say, "Oh yeah, he meant to do that." If that was the case, then why the fuck would I have even chose you in the first place? All right, get your fucking shit together. All right, you probably on some medication right now or something, or not on some medication. Okay, whatever the fuck it is, do what you need to do. Okay, but I'm just saying, man, like you pretty much have like now you want to be like the number one troll on the channel. Is that how you get your little stripes right now? Is that how you feel better? Huh? You feel better about yourself? Huh? Go ahead and pat yourself, right? Straighten out your hijab and shit. So, I suggest that you just back the fuck up, really. Just like, okay, you keep beating a dead horse or what? Like, okay, if you got missed, you got missed. If you did it, you did it. What the fuck difference does it make now? Absolutely none, And furthermore, nobody gives a fuck. Okay, you want to have a little tantrum and shit and keep, I don't ever die and all this. Great for you, okay? You got a fucking 1,000 YouTube accounts. Wonderful for you, all right? Shit. Right now, she's on fucking Google making a new fucking Google address so she can go to YouTube, register again. Nobody gives a fuck, Reem, okay? Nobody gives a fuck. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry because you have to know the truth. Nobody gives a shit. Who gives a fuck? Like, you think you're the only one who's gotten missed? You think you're the only one who's, the fuck out of here. You're disgracing yourself. You're disgracing yourself, woman. That heifer ain't got missed. Not at all. Especially when you acting like a fucking cunt. Like, stop. For what? Chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Okay, James. Yeah, like, okay. You're the little spotlight now. Oh, okay. The fuck out of here with that shit, man. Y troco a ti. Alright? Now, James, let's do this again. Go ahead and woo-saw your motherfucking hoo-ha into the cards one more time. Trust me on this one, James. All right, trust me. General love read. General love read. General love read. General love read. They call me General Love Read. Right on, James. Salute once again. I'm not giving her no. She ain't getting shit. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Zero. You have to be significant to get it. It's, Okay. Okay. For Lane. For James. For James. Love. Future general love read. Or just general love read. Just whatever needs to come through for James. Yes. James, oh James, oh James. As far as the love situation goes, I feel you dealing with an earth sign, James? I don't know if you can hear me or if there's, Are you dealing with an earth sign? Are you dealing with an earth sign, James? I don't know if you are or not. I gotta kind of, I do recognize that there is a lag here and shit like that. So whatever, man. TV, I'm gonna have to appoint you prophetess fucking sniper sometime. Matter of fact, where you at? Cause yeah, you already know what the dizzle is here. Hold on, whoops. Should have done this a long fucking time ago, and I can't do it now. It's not letting me. Yeah, this is crazy. Usually you can, but this ain't happening. All right. Sorry, James. Just I got you. I got you. I got you. All right. And we'll do that too. I just now bequeathed y'all. Okay, the prophetess and the deaconess. Now y'all got guns. Y'all got guns now. Okay. Earth and water. Okay. Earth and water, huh? Well, I see him here. Now, this is the thing, James. For some reason, there's a whole lot of air shit in your chart. Okay. There's a whole lot of like, well, let me keep it frank with you. I feel, for one thing, this is going on here. And I don't know, I feel like this may be affecting, or maybe this is something to come that affects your earth sign. This Jack of Clubs right here, to me, represents somebody who is talking that shit. Oh, it's 222 right now, as far as what I just seen. Talking that shit. Uh, More specifically, telling lies and spreading rumors. Okay. You may actually have somebody around, or it's somebody else. Maybe it's not somebody that's totally around you, because a lot of times, I mean, it can be. Okay. I feel like this is something possibly within your network. 222 is my birthday. Well, there you go. All right. So, yeah. Right. Prosperity be me too. All right. So you have. As far as the love, I feel like somebody within like your network. And that doesn't just mean professionally, of course, obviously. It can be associates, or an associate of associate who you do know. If you see them, maybe you say hey or whatever, but maybe they're not your friend, obviously, but a lot of different. And see, once again, these two were on the ends. So you have this three of clubs, all right? And then you have this one. This is the person who's doing it. But this is also what they're doing. And this is like your name be ringing in motherfuckers' ears and shit. Now, I'm not sure whether this is designed to kind of just whatever. I do feel, of course, obviously, there's probably some elements of jealousy for whatever reason. But nonetheless, I would suggest strongly that you inoculate that you inoculate yourself, because I mean, obviously, it doesn't matter what somebody says about you, really, but at the same time, when it starts affecting your business, when it starts to affect your reputation, which obviously can affect your business, you can see how that could be something that you probably take interest in, and that's something that you definitely want to make sure that you nip it. I feel like this is going to be something. It's definitely going to be a problem, or represent at least a challenge. Okay, your Earth sign may your Earth sign may be like, okay, he's definitely going to be affected with it. That's why he's showing up here too. All right. Now, I feel in some ways too, like whatever this whatever the shit. And once again, let me be clear and honest with you. I don't know from whose side it's coming from. You know, it could be coming from more his side, somebody from his side, maybe someone that has a hot, whatever, blase, blase, you know. Then there's this right here. Because this is a plan that you and the Earth sign, I guess, maybe have formulated or about to formulate. You guys, I see you guys putting something together, like some form of a plan. Maybe it's a plan to go somewhere. Maybe it could also be business related, could be something else related, okay? But it's definitely an important plan. One of the ones that will come to your mind as I'm saying it right now to you, like, oh yeah, that one. Just a second, I'm losing my voice. I'm getting slammed around. Yeah. Yeah. So, but like I said, this could be either coming more from his side, more coming, or you know what? This could actually also be some, you know, a collection, a little smorgasbord, right? Of just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a hater on his side who's either jealous of you because they want to get with Mr. King of Diamonds here, okay? And vice versa. It could be a consorted effort going on here, all right? But one thing is for sure, the lies, the rumors, more importantly, which are lies, but in this case, you know, the most dangerous thing that they can do is to plant that seed of doubt, whether it be in your own mind or whether it be in the mind of King of Diamonds or both, because them seeds do produce after themselves, you know that. So Raw Singer, hey. Oh, no, my throat's fine. I've been talking for 2 hours. That's all. Thank you though, appreciate it. But yeah, so you're gonna want to play chess on this, man. You're gonna want to play chess on this. But that's what I have for you. As far as the love life goes, you know. And I wish I could tell you. Let me see here. As far as like what, give me one more card, because it's James. You know what I'm saying? Give me one more card here about like what is this Jack of Clubs? It's a person, man. But this Jack of Clubs can also represent one of these shots tonight, right? When are you? Oh, the Sermon on the Mount. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm thinking of doing them every Sunday. My Sermon on Your Mound. Yeah. I'm thinking of doing them every Sunday. You like that, huh? Oh, we're going to bring it back for you. Yeah. This is some form. Think of whoever. Thank you, James. God bless you in the name of Jesus. Ha. Whoever, think of, I'll tell you what, I'm going to ask the question. Don't answer it, because an answer is going to come out of your own mind. And it's like, okay, show who views James as competition as it relates to King of Diamonds. Who views King of Diamonds as competition as it relates to James? Yeah, TV. All right, there you go. Whoo, it comes up, don't it? Yeah. Now you put that under your hat and you just watch. Now you just watch. You don't act on nothing yet. You just watch. Okay? You just watch. Yes, I know. Deacon is smacky. That's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. You gotta speak to it, Whisper them sweet somethings. So anyways, let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh shit, they kicked me out. Hold on. Just a moment. Un momento. Okay. Yeah, so let's see what else we got here. If anything, if not, I can do a couple more cards and then I will be concluding. Oh shit, we got the woo woo woo. Cause she's wooing, wooing, woo. Let me see what we got here, Miss Woo Woo. Ah, I gotta tell you, okay. Woo Woo did good on this one. This is actually a very good question, yo. It's actually a very good question. You know, it's funny. Moderators, who's next? Did somebody get clapped? Did somebody get clapped? James, does that make sense to you though? It doesn't have to right now all the way. That's fine, you know? The whole movie doesn't make sense at the beginning of the movie. But as things go along, you know what I'm saying? That's when you find out when you need to know when you have it. Didn't I? Yeah, I did do Jasmine, I think. Jazz, you correct me if I'm wrong. This is how a lady does it, okay? Because I know you're still probably fucking watching or something, okay? But this is how a lady does it. Like, if I make a mistake, hey, I made a mistake. I apologize. I didn't answer your PayPal question. Let me see. I could have sworn I did. It gets kind of confusing because there's the PayPal question and then there's and then there is the card pools. And oh, I don't know. What was your question on that, Jazz? Because I remember asking because you didn't put it in there. Oh, you just wanted a general. Are you sure? All right, well, let's do it. Okay, thank you. Hey, it gets a little hectic around here. You know what I'm saying? We're one. We are one, right? Okay, Jazz, I got you. But you see, Reem, this is how you do it. You don't sit there and have a fucking fit, all right? You don't do that shit. Then daddy gotta whoop your ass, okay? I know, you probably like that shit, okay? But yeah, I gotta be careful with my moderators. Not saying that you're not, but you gotta be careful and make sure the moderators don't make shit worse or escalate or just keep going back and forth, or they're kind of authoritarian where like any little thing they're like, oh, you see my badge and I got my gun, blah, I'll just have it. Everyone on here is just gonna be a moderator, right? Place was full of motherfuckers with guns. They all had guns. I didn't say that, Jazz. I'm just saying, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like I watch you. I watch how you react. I watch how you interact with people over time. Okay? How long has Prophetess Vance been with me? Fucking years. How long has Deaconess Smacky been coming to the church ago? You know what I'm saying? Years. Not saying you haven't been, but the Mac gonna lay the smack, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just saying, I shoot straight from the hip. I'm not gonna not shoot straight from the hip for anybody. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, of course. I like to get to know you better. That's all. That's all. All right, so you wanted a general. You just wanted general. Okay, that's what we'll do. Nell's been, for a long time. And just a caveat to that, just because someone's been for a long time doesn't mean necessarily they're sheriff material. You know what I'm saying? They may not be sheriff material. And that's okay. That's so fucking what. Some people are more, they like to fight more, and other people are just they can be cool, diplomatic, but at the same time they pop one in your head if they need to. Okay, like, well, you still gonna keep going? All right, pop. Yeah. And now I just got a text. So obviously you're hearing the message. So you're doing all this shit, Okay, well then, Jazz, you know what? If you know yourself, high five on that girl. Wish, all right? That's what I'm talking. Like sometimes there was times where I'm like, no, I'm not the one for that. I can already tell you right there. If anything, I'm gonna end up setting the shit off, right? I'm gonna end up setting the shit off and setting it on fire. Okay, Jazz, come on through. You may not be sheriff material, but maybe we can find some other uses for you here at the Church of Go. Okay, but let's start with working out this padded area in the front here of the altar. Okay, with them knees. All right, bam. Now go ahead and woo-saw out of your hoo-ha. Okay. Forget to hold it at the top of the breath now. If you need to take another one, go right ahead and do that. That's like the important part. And then let it out. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Ring. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Why don't we just send a fucking gen or two over you? Or actually, you probably got two in you already, right? Why don't we just deal with that? You know? That way we ain't gotta worry about nothing. You know? Why don't we just do that? Why don't we just do that? Why don't we just do that? Since you obviously want to become my pet project, you know, why don't you just do that? If you want to get out, jump out the window, why don't we just do that? Because I got no problem doing that either. And I don't want to hear no shit afterwards. I don't want to see no apologies. I don't want anything. Because once it's done, it's done. And I'm just going to turn my back on it and be like, that's what it is. And whatever happens after that, you know, somebody with a weak immune system don't need to be going into crowded places. You know what I'm saying? You dig? Oh, jazzy, jazzy, jazzy. Oh, jazzy, jazzy, jazzy. So what's up? Jazzy, I feel, you know, let me see here, right? Before I say something, before I say this, hold on. Is this more future based? Is this more forecasty? Is this what we're talking about? Is this more forecasty? I think it's already kind of starting to happen, but maybe it's not evident just yet. Okay. I feel like there's some bitch that you're gonna have some problems with. Maybe you already do have problems with. Maybe you already don't like her. Okay, she could be a fire sign or not. Okay, but she's kind of known to be. You gotta ask extra questions. No, I just had to see whether this is more. You know, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? Shit. Well, I mean, what do I expect, huh? Shango, I look at myself sometimes in the thing and I say, Shango, what do you expect? You know, you got a room full of women here. Like, what do you expect? Someone's going to feel some type of way somewhere. Anyways, not saying now though, but troublemaking bitch. A troublemaking bitch. Okay? And this troublemaking bitch might be kind of closer to you than you think. Okay? You already know she's a troublemaking bitch, but like now she's turning into your troublemaking bitch. You get it? Nah, I get you. I be fucking around too. So I mean, I be playing with you. Anyways, Jad. So yeah, this can also start with lies or withholding, not giving you information that maybe somehow was meant to be given to you through her. So it's kind of like, I guess the energetic description I would use is cock blocking. Yeah. All right. One, seven, three of spades, seven of spades. A lot of missing information around our friend here. Okay, around this friend of ours here. All right. Five of hearts. To me, honestly, I'm seeing with the five of hearts here. I feel this is also a jealousy thing, but I also feel like too, this is probably something you've been feeling. Also, maybe some restlessness. I feel like for some reason it just feels like you got some frenetic energy, like restless. Let's see here. And lastly, but not leastly, this is also coming through a few different ways. Now, with the seven of spades, though, here, throughout this little retrograde time, too, you can actually use a lot of the different events. Or even if, like, when I say events, I mean just like, for example, you get triggered. You go to the store, someone says something, whoever, whatever, or you hear something, and next thing you know, you notice that it's bugging you. Even after the event has happened, you're still carrying it around. You're still thinking about it. You've heard me. You've been on this live already. We're going on 3 hours now. Shit, high five to me, right? Um, but this is also a time to get to know yourself better through your spiritual work, your relation to your particular universe, your role in your universe, that type of thing. Last but not least, you have an ancestor from your father's side. And yes, he is a male also. And this guy's been around you though. This guy's been around you, and I feel like he's wanting to help. He's saying kind of like tame the savage beast, because I feel like in some ways you can have anger is just anger, right? It can actually be used for good. But it can be, it's just like fire. You can cook your food with it, or you can burn yourself up with it. So for some reason I feel I get it from my father. Yeah, well, I don't know if have you been working with your ancestors, you know? Oh, I thank you, Deaconess. You're gonna start getting me blushed in here. All right. So anyways, go ahead and okay, good. I've been trying to tap in. China, or are you tapping in? Because there's a huge difference. Are you trying to breathe right now, or are you breathing? I just set up. Okay, cool. Good. So you're on your way then. Okay. Be sure to spend that time with him. Call this one out. Yeah, I know you don't know the name, but you could just say, hey, the one that was mentioned to me or brought to my attention, Show yourself. Like, start to talking with him like it's a regular relative just hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Sanketo. He blushing. Ganga, 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 ganga. Anyways, okay, so now this is something I need y'all help with. Did I answer Miss Woo Woo? I'm gonna be giving like 2 readings for the same donation because I forgot. Shit. Oh, here go the stomach. I'm gonna start growling and shit. Okay. I didn't even. Damn, Woo. I'm tripping, man. I was about to do you too. Because I remember that question. I guess it was, huh? TV says that a mix of it. Yeah. I guess it is. It's, yeah. Mexian. Okay, thank you, Woo. I'm so sorry about that. I was, yeah. You see how it's been though. You've been in here, right? Okay. I think this is maybe the second time I've heard about hitting the lottery from you. Right? Because I think you asked something else about a lottery shot. Did you not? I just want to ask to make sure I didn't get you confused with somebody. Nelson Law blessings. Okay, cool. Woo woo. Did you ask? And I'm just asking because I just want to be sure. Because I could have sworn that you asked about hitting the lottery before. Kim Harden hitting the lottery. That's my reading. Was it? Oh, that was my question the other night. Okay, well, all right, then it's different. Okay. So I'm gonna throw cards, but I can already tell you what the answer is to this. Like, it's okay, all right, they say be specific. All right, okay, cool. So I'm specific about the lottery, right? But what is it that we should be specific about? Is it the amount? Because then we start kind of getting into like, for example, it makes a little bit more sense if you're starting a business, right? To say, my intention now, my will is that my business earns 5 figures a month. You can even, okay, I want to earn 50,000 a month, right? Okay. Now, the how that can happen through your business is, maybe you have an idea or whatever, but the thing about the lottery, see, well, the Taoist sorcerers have said that the lottery is kind of like a pool of misery, because you have a lot of people putting their energy into the lottery, and a lot of these people are um, a lot of these people are desperate. There's that desperate energy is very heavy. It's very dense. That's not saying that you cannot win. Okay, I do truly know that you can have what you want. Okay, so let me just look at this. We're gonna throw cards on your question specifically, but I think this is a good little topic because I've gotten caught up in this shit. Or the other way is I go and do a prosperity ritual, and then like immediately after go and buy a lottery ticket. Like, I'm trying to force the magic how to come through to me. You know what I'm saying? And that shit never works. It never works. All right. I stopped doing that a long time ago. And I'm like, okay. Prosperity be, it's all in your name, girl. Still going strong, intuitive, beauty. Right. All right. So, does woo woo have any blockages regarding hitting the lottery? I can already tell you right now. We're gonna have some fun with this. That's my baby needs shoes. Yeah, okay. So there's that desperation that, oh my God, I need it. And I get it. Like, we have needs in this life. However, I'm gonna share some things to get kind of around that, because that is the worst place to try and draw money from. If you can't change it into something else. So what is that anxiety? I need it. That's like tension. That's feeling contracted. What is the polar opposite of that? Like a release, like you bust a nut, like a release, the way you feel after that said nut, it's a release. You feel relaxed. Whenever I do prosperity work, just for me personally, I don't tap into this whole, oh, I feel rich. You know what feeling rich? Okay, let's chunk that down a little bit. What does feeling rich mean for you? Because for me, it just means I feel more expansive. Like I could go into that store and buy whatever I want. Or I can go into there and order whatever I want. Not that I want it, but I can. And sometimes like I have to I bask in that. Like, yo, I can go in there if I want to. Because I remember a time not long ago, a couple years ago, like where shit was real. Like, I didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. You know what I'm saying? So like, I do that also for the gratefulness part. But my point is, that's what feeling prosperity and wealth is for me. Is it feels relaxed. It feels free. It feels light. You don't feel stressed and bogged down. You know what I'm saying? So let's throw cards on this shit. I already know you probably do have blockages on there, but let's just see what the card says. Does Woo Woo have blockages regarding hitting the lottery? Regarding hitting the lottery. Does she got the blockages? Does she got the blockages? Does she got the blockages? Well, okay, so let's look at this here. In general, yes. I won't say necessarily they're blockages, like, like an actual stone block. Obviously, that's not what it is. Four of diamonds, ace of diamonds, nine of diamonds, four of clubs. Okay, now I've heard different schools of thought on this shit, and I'm not gonna front. Like I've had my little lottery winnings here and there. Maybe a couple $100 is the most I've ever won. Okay, I've won more money on dice tables than I have lottery. So I'm not gonna front like I'm the lottery expert because I'm not. Like, and plus I just really have no like interests. Like I've come to view myself as my own lottery. So when I need something, I turn to me, versus that whole kind of like desperate thing about, because basically, correct me if I'm wrong, but, and the reason I kind of spending a little bit more time, because I feel like a lot of us here have some form of this, and I feel like it could be a point where we can discuss it. We can talk about this shit, you know. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong though, but when you do go to buy that lottery ticket, there is somewhere in the back of your head that's saying, I cannot see no other way in which money or currency can get to me except if I fucking buy this lottery ticket, you know? So basically, what you're doing is you're saying that you know better than the whole infinite, and there's infinite amount of ways that shit could get to you and how much can get to you. You know what I'm saying? But based on my experience, like, yo, maybe you've done that in the past and you actually hit. So it's kind of like the mouse who goes to the thing and presses the button and it gets a piece of cheese. So now it's like, yo, you go to that, press that button, you get cheese, you know. And then it goes press button, nothing, 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 you know. So one of the things about this is, if you're really serious about winning the lottery, I know this for a fact though. This is the one thing. No matter what it's about, whether it's a lottery, whether it's becoming a doctor, whether it's whatever, it doesn't matter. Is you do have to become that person who has already won the lottery inside. Like, we all know this shit, right? This is kind of like textbook shit. Right now, woo woo is coming from someone who's lusting after the money. Somebody with a pull some money out their pocket, you like eyeballing their pocket, all in they shit. You know what I mean? I mean, because that's what you feel like. I know, because I've been there too, where I'm like, if I'm like really fucking broke, like, where you almost, you know what I'm saying? You be like, shit, this nigga might get robbed, you know? You feel, I would feel like almost covetous. Like, I'd feel like I gotta take this from somebody. I'd start feeling so desperate, and the pressure that I just wanted relief from this financial strain pressure, to whereas I felt like I'll do anything. And 9 times out of 10, whatever I did do ended up complicating my situation, because it was coming from the version of Shango that wasn't, that was desperate, that was frustrated. Anytime you have a desire and you feel like I can't have it, it frustrates you, Like when you have sex, like when you women have sex, it's like rolling the dice. I heard that shit. I'm like, that's the realest shit I ever heard. Every time a woman, well, for the most part, many women, when they have sex, it's like rolling the dice. You don't know if you're going to come or not. The dude knows if he's going to come, unless she stops him before he can. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's not a question to him. But for the woman, like, that's why I'm like, I take my hat off to y'all. Like, that's just to, and that's like your normal everyday life. Like, women live like that. Shit. Hi, hi. See what we got. Nah, I definitely don't look towards. No, I'm just, yeah. But well, I did. I sure in the fuck did. But just because it'd be like, I just feel like, damn, I need this shit now. Like, I need this money now. Like, in the sales world, we would call it, pitching with a gun to your head. Because when you got to make rent and you know you're getting paid Friday, and if I make a couple hits and they get picked up, I can get paid on that, you know, and you feel like you got this gun to your head. It's the pressure that I'm really referring to, you know, and it's just not a place to come from. If at all anything, you got to be able to come from that neutral place. I know I do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you get that, you get the right, you get it. Almost a lot of people in any situation, they're gonna start being like, "Yo, man, you get them in the wrong situation, they're gonna be looking in pockets." You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, shit, like nobody likes that feeling. Like it's a feeling of desperation. It's really a desperate. It's an ugly feeling. It's a frustrating feeling. You feel deflated. You feel defeated. You feel all of that shit. I only asked the question to move it. It's the urgency to move. Okay, what? No, 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 no. I'm not getting on you. I'm trying to help you, or because this is a good talking point. It really is. Vanessa Delgado. See, even you know. Even you know, girl. Um. Okay, so now we're talking though, Woo, because I only asked this question to move. It's the urgency to move. Okay. Because I was going to ask, like, what would be your main goal for using a lottery winning? Like, is it to move to another place? Do you have to move? Or is there just a situation going on where like I got to get out of here? You know, that's the part. But whatever it is, that's the main thing that you want to focus on. And then don't be surprised if, I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to also win the lottery. As long as you, see, this is the rule. Like, as long as you don't feel like you need to or that it has to come through there. Then you have more of a wants me out of here ASAP. Okay. All right. Yeah. So what we need to do then, woo woo, is we need to start from the end. Where are we moving? Where would we prefer to move? Where do we choose now? Because you can go there right here, right now, you know. And from here and there now, obviously we spend a little time there so we can make it real. It doesn't feel like I'm having this, you know, over extra sensory fantasy. Like it's just regular. Regular feels regular, right? It doesn't feel way up here. It doesn't feel way down there. It's regular. You know, I'm in this shit. This is my shit now. Come on over. Call before you come, you know? So once you start there, if that's your main thing, then now you can start working backwards from that. Like, because it'll start to unfold itself to you. It's like what are those slip and slides? You know? It's like if this is the place you want to move, once you get clear enough about this, and you're like, look, and you tell your, you know, your subconscious spirit guides, all them, hey, this is mine. It starts to unfold the slip and slide towards you. You know what I'm saying? And they call it, like Neville Goddard calls it, like the bridge of incidences, which is kind of like a domino effect or a reverse butterfly or reverse bukkake effect, as I like to say it. You know what I mean? To whereas they say, like, you know, the butterfly flaps its wings, causes a hurricane on the other side. Like, you know, so, but from the end is where you'll start to see the shit unfold. It's like basically it'll like slide you to it, you know, slip and slide, you know. I sincerely hope that assists you though. That's a really good point because I've been asked that a lot, and I used to be like one of those where like I had like my last couple dollars, and one or two of those dollars is going on a lottery ticket, and then in almost invariably, if I did win, it'd be like I won a ticket. I'd go take that ticket back and I'd lose. So I'm like, so you're just basically teasing me. You're cock teasing me with the lottery, right? Or I just fucking lose and then I'd be like kicking myself in the ass, like, why did I do that? You know, but then I started being shown, as far as just me personally, I don't know. I know, you know, your situation's maybe a little different, but where it's like, no, you're trying to force the way the outcome is supposed to show up. And it's like, it don't work like that, fam. It just don't work like that. All right. Any more card pulls? Anybody else would like a free spirit pull? KL, if it's okay, could you please tell me quickly in 2 words if respawn subliminals will work for me? When I've been meaning to ask you this since forever. Did you want me to like? I don't. To be honest, I don't know. Do you? Do I have a read? Damn. Did I have a reading for KL? Did I have a read? Did I have a KL? Did you do a? Did you like do a donation thing, or is that what you're referring to, or is just far as like just off the top of my head? Because I don't know who Respawn is. I don't like asking relationship questions. Huh. That's okay. It's all right. Whoop. Shit. She's just asking a question. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I to be honest with you, KL, thank you, Prophet Advance. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know who Respawn is. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really answer anything about their work, their material. I don't know anything about them. If Respawn subliminals will work for me when I've been meaning to ask you. Yeah, I don't know who Respawn is. Oh, no. It's cool, KL. It's about what? Reality shifting. This would be my suggestion. If you wish to, you can try that out, you know. You can try it out. But I have no idea. KD had card pool. Okay. Yeah, right on. Yeah, and if you Vanessa, if you wanted a specific question, you could just do like a $9.99 or more donation, paypal.me/Shango Ray, all one word. And then those are the ones who I answer like whatever question they have. But if you want the, gratis, on the gratis side, yeah, I got you too. I seen some little chocolate hands up in there. Where we at? Okay. Can y'all do it again? Because I'm not going to scroll back. That's supposed to say if not. Okay. Yeah. You put your hand up if you just want a spirit card, and if you want to ask a specific question, and we do the whole paypal.me/Shango. Gracie Jackson. All right, got you, Gracie Jackson. Let's do it again. Okay, I see you now, Vanessa. So when I'm done with Gracie, you got to kind of just do it again. Let's do it again. That shit fits right there, TV. It fits. Yeah. Because sometimes there'll be other hands, so I just go to the bottom of the list. Whoever's at the bottom of my list, because other than that, I'd get mad confused trying to scroll back. I'm like, no, I was first. No, wait, I'm first. No, wait. Oh, you already see how I get, So Gracie Jackson. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. I was watching the Bobby Brown movie again the other night, just because I like both them movies, the new edition and I'm like he was up in that Janet Jackson shit. He had him some Janet Jackson, Now let me see what's going on with the Gracie Jackson. Okay, Jesus Christ, man, this is coming up a lot. This must be that retrograde shit. Yes, we have to bring him back to the middle sometimes. Yeah, you do. I'm grateful. I'm just having problems with paper. It's okay, KL. No harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Gracie Jackson, 6 of clubs. I gotta say this too, Gracie. You know what? I think Spirit's also telling me to say you need to also be able to give yourself some props. You know, I feel in whatever way you've been also working on balancing your communication. What do I mean by that? You can be imbalanced if all you do is this, and you can be imbalanced if you're not doing, if all you're doing is just listening, but you never say what you got to say. You know, there is a rhythm and a balance to things. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say that also. I don't know in what ways maybe you have been actually. Sometimes just paying attention to your intuition is an exercise in and of itself because it starts to strengthen that muscle. If you know, I use air quotes on that, but um, you have some, you got some very powerful channels coming to you. Okay, what they're about, I have no clue what the fuck they're about, but they're important. So basically just a lack of long story as far as this spirit advice card, the way it happened to turn out here for you this evening is to keep doing what you're doing, and do know that it's going to get serious as far as like some of these channels, like some of this information that you got coming to you. This is information you definitely don't want to miss. You definitely want to be on top of your shit, you know. And so far so good. Good night, Jazz. You gonna leave, huh? You pooping out, huh? You tapping out. You couldn't take no more, huh? You tapping out, huh? All right. So, and I want to say that too, Grace. I want to acknowledge you as far as just, you know, I mean, I personally don't know specifically in what ways or how, but I do feel like, you know, maybe you've noticed it too, like as just in your communication, like maybe people feel like they're actually being heard when they talk to you, or, you know, maybe you're finally speaking your truth about certain things, you know, or that can even relate to also like, you know, standing up for your boundaries, you know, speaking up for yourself. But that's what I have for you. That's what came through. That's what came through. What time is it? It's already 11:14. Damn, y'all, we've been doing this shit for a minute. All right, I think my ass cheeks are saying, yo, it's time to stand up and get get moving. Cause like my legs are almost fucking asleep. Yeah. So any more? I got another card puller two in me. I got another card puller two in me. So if anybody else gone wants it, just put your hand up. You know. No, Salah. Oh, wait. I think I got now. Let me get Vanessa here. Let me get Vanessa here. And I don't think I've gotten prosperity either. I know I've been dealt with the woos, and I know I'm done. So I'll just do them too, and then I got to go. Just to try and keep it a little fair. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get in with your fit in. That's it, you know. Okay, Vanessa. What you talking? I have my hand up my very first. Okay, I got you then, prosperity. I'll take care of you, prosperity me. Don't worry about it. Just let me get Vanessa here. All right. So what is Vanessa Delgado? Delgado. Vanessa Delgado. Exactly. That's why I'm gonna get Vanessa, because she hasn't had it. And I told her before, I was like, oh, I got into some other shit. All right, here's your card. I got you, prosperity. I got you. Okay, so what is this talking about? Hold on a second here. I for some reason, what the first thing that came to my mind, Vanessa, is there's somebody that you're dealing with. I don't know if it's romantic. I don't know if it's like a friend or associate. But there's some things about this person. It may be somebody you're like romantically involved or not interested in. Okay, it may not. But I do know that there's some things about this person that you do not know. Okay. And as far as what they are, these are some character flaws. Like this person, I guess you can say, has some demons. All right. And if you're not careful, you can get swept up by them. And right now, it's kind of almost maybe at the stage that you don't even know that you don't know about this shit. Like it's, and now it could be something that's, these, some of these character flaws or these certain ways. Like, for example, I'm just giving a rough example. This doesn't mean that this is what specifically it is, but like maybe this person gets really fucking abusive, or they turn into a whole other person when they start drinking, or maybe they have a secret drug habit, or maybe they are like a compulsive, kind of on some crazy shit fucking liar, to where it's like, but they're so good at it you would never guess. Okay, so ask your spirit guides to reveal to you specifically. Go ahead and you can even do this. You can even do it now. Ask your spirit guides to reveal to you at just the right time what it is that you don't know that you don't know. And hell, all of y'all could do that if you like. An old narcy bastard. Or bitch. I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know exactly what what it was like they were pulling my coattail, being like, yo, you don't know who this person is. That's why I said it could also maybe be an associate too, like, or someone you think, like, you know what, I might be able to hang out with this person, or this person might be a cool friend or something. Like, not to mention, I feel like whoever this person is, they have some associations. Thank you, that you don't know about that will come into play. An example of that is they have enemies that you don't know about. So you go somewhere with this person, and then they see their enemies, and their enemies see them and you. So now I think you can guess what happens from here, right? Now you got enemies, right? So that type of shit. There was somebody else. Prosperity B. All right, Prosperity B. That Prosperity B. Absolutely, Vanessa. Be aware. Be aware. Make sure you got that. Make sure you got that third eye open. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Just, I want you to be safe. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be safe. Prosperity B. What do we see? Prosperity B. Yes, you. I think things are going to a whole other level. This is like a change of heart, like a change of status. Okay, especially within uh possibly a relationship. I see you being feeling really good. Also having a better understanding of your own particular emotions and triggers. So that way it's more of a fair playing field. It's not just them controlling you, you're controlling them too. Or like you are monitoring them, you're becoming aware of them, you are having just that gives you more, that in and of itself right there gives you more control. You don't have to worry about whether you're, gonna uncontrollably feel this, or am I gonna be depressed for a couple. No, you will have the choice at the end of the day. When the rubber hits the road, you have the choice. But anyways, that's just a byproduct. This right here though is, to me, showing like you're about to move on up to the east side, you know, in a deluxe apartment in the sky high, okay? But emotionally speaking, and Spirit has told me to tell you this. And I want you to, we got to make some eye contact here, okay? Got to make some uncomfortable eye contact here, okay? So I know it's not uncomfortable though, but you're going to see evidence even more. And I have this feeling it's probably kind of been this way, but it's going to seem to be heightened for you. Like an ability to, oh, I don't know, persuade, manipulate, maybe even dominate somebody by pulling their emotional strings or just knowing what to do, how to be able to do it, you know? So, what I've been told to tell you is be, I'm trying to get the right words for this, okay? This needs to be on point, okay, as far as this goes. But I'll say yes, be selective, but don't just be reckless with it. Do it responsibly, in other words. I could have just said that in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Do it responsibly. It's okay. I'm not saying it's wrong because it isn't. We all do it and we all get manipulated. I'm manipulating this card right now. You see? It's manipulation is not necessarily a bad thing. There's persuasion, then there's manipulation. You know, sometimes persuasion can be used in manipulation, but they are two different things, but they are kind of close. My point is, it's okay. Because really in this world, another view is you either manipulate or you get manipulated in some ways and on some levels of being that is true, you know? So all I'm saying is you're going to notice it kind of almost feels like a little tingly superpower down there. You know what I'm saying? As far as just being able to interpret, like, okay, I need to approach this person like this about that, or if I want to get the leverage to get this person to move that way, I just press over here, that type of thing. But I'm just saying, use it responsibly. Okay, just use it responsibly. That's all. All right, and whatever moves you make, just keep that in mind. Okay, not saying you wouldn't before or whatever, but hey, just passing along the message. All right. So I'm gonna do one more check here, just refresh the page just to see if we have anything else, because I don't want to leave anybody out, because we see how people get when they get left out. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no more psychosis. Psychosis. I don't need no more psychosis. All right. Anyhow, absolutely, prosperity be. And don't worry if some of it may not make sense to you right now. It will. I know it will. So just put that under your hat. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no more psychosis. I don't. So anyways, we're gonna call it a night here. I thank y'all. Much love to each and every one of you. I appreciate y'all, and we shall return tomorrow. You moving on up. Claim that. Of course. Yeah. Right on YouTube, woo woo. Be your best you, yo. Be your best woo woo woo. TV, Prophetess Vance, Deaconess Smacky, everyone here. Nell, thank you all, fam. I appreciate y'all. And also special shout out to Prophetess Vance and Deaconess Smacky for helping me out. You know what I'm saying? Because you see how I get and be like, I know what he's just a man. He's gonna be all flustered. And, yeah, okay. It's true. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Kim, thank you. Everybody in the boom, boom, boom. So peace. Major blessings. Uber blessings to you. Each and every one of you. All right. And we'll be back.